The content you're about to hear is a part of a paid programming segment. The views, opinions, and statements expressed belong solely to the sponsor and do not reflect those of Podcastic or its host. This segment is for informational and promotional purposes only and should not be considered as advice or endorsement. Listener discretion is advised.
I pray that my love for you is bigger than what my parents have.
So you must be my daughter's new friend?
Candy, let me ask you a question.
Oh, so this him? This the man that comforts you more than me?
Mama, all men ain't like daddy.
That's not fair!
Are you an indie podcast or content creator looking to reach a wider audience? Look no further. Introducing Podcastic, the ultimate podcast network designed exclusively for indie creators like you. At Podcastic, we believe in the power of unique voices and fresh perspectives. We're here to amplify your passion and creativity, connecting you with a growing community of engaged listeners who crave original content. Podcastic is more than just a platform. It's a support system built for indie podcasters, offering a range of resources to help you succeed. From tailored promotional campaigns to professional production assistance, we're here to help you shine. Our intuitive platform makes it easy for you to be seen and heard. We do all the heavy lifting for you. You just show up and create. Plus, with our advanced analytics, you'll gain valuable insights into your audience's preferences, allowing you to refine your content and grow your fan base. Ignite your passion, expand your reach, and thrive with Podcastic. Visit our website at www.podcasticlife.com to get started. Podcastic, the home for indie podcast and content creators.
Rise and grind on a show at 9:15 a.m. Monday through Friday. Great conversation, guest appearances, 'cause you experience us on the cusp of blowing up. Boom. Wake up, wake up.
What's going on? It's me with the big head. It's me with the big head. What's going on, everybody? It's your girl, Lake B everywhere, and you know what today is. Today is Tuesday, and I'm so grateful and thankful to have you guys here with us. It is always a blessing to be able to come here week after week and be supported by so many of you guys. So come on in. I need you to share. I need you to tell a friend about the fact that you got the Oscars Best Podcast Host of 2025 right here on your phones, on your televisions, and any media devices, is that what we call it? We on your tablets. Okay. I'm everywhere today. And like I said before, if you didn't know and you woke up because the kids didn't go to school yesterday and you thought it was Monday, no, it's Tuesday. And if you think that your mind's playing tricks on you, no, we're actually on time. So I thank you so much for tuning in. I am here with the amazing Charlie Brown. What's going on, Charlie? That's
hey, I forgot to take off my sweater. I wore this yesterday. This was a no t-shirt thing yesterday, but it was cold outside, so I threw it on. I do have my Philadelphia Eagles that did not make it into the Super Bowl.
Why are we bringing up the Eagles? Because they did not make it into the Super Bowl. That's so weird. Why do we talk about things that don't exist?
Like Lake. Listen, so what we're going to do right now is really get into it. Welcome to the Rise of Grind Morning Show, y'all, like Lake said. We are on time. We're on schedule because, I guess, Lake is very respected here, so we had to get here so we won't have to hear her mouth.
I appreciate that. If it takes me to shut the fuck up for shit to happen, I will gladly keep my mouth closed. But the issue is I have so much to say because people don't do what the hell they supposed to do. And they look for me to make it right. But if you didn't need me, you wouldn't be here on time. So if any week, please feel free to do what the fuck you supposed to do so I can stop bitching and complaining.
All right.
That is a dream come true. I can preserve my voice.
Hey, man, have a seat, brother. All right.
I mean, what, you going to put it on my shoulder? It's the morning time. I like it on my shoulder. I don't know what would be better on a Tuesday. The Eagles did better than the Lions, and nobody asked you.
Yes, they did.
I mean, what, by one game?
No, by a lot of them.
I mean, but at the end of the day, when the season ended, we lost the game, they lost the game, we both was out the conference, right?
No, they went 2 steps further.
I don't think so.
They played last week.
They did not play last week.
Oh, they didn't?
No.
I didn't mean to ask you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And since I like this guy, we can bring his face right on screen, introducing to the world, but you already know him because he's so freaking famous. It is Chef Dennis Williams, owner, operator of Le Crate Restaurant.
Hey, good morning. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem, brother.
That's my radio voice.
Good morning.
I was doing my radio voice.
Is that what we got a time to practice, okay?
Yeah.
Oh, this is practicing?
No.
Yeah.
No. Don't listen to her, man. She had you all messed up. Shout out to Deion Sanders. He's going through a lot right now, but hey, that's life.
What do you mean he's going through things? Because his son gets to play in the football all-star game? What do y'all call it?
Wait a minute, he in the all-star game? He made it?
What is it?
As an alternate.
Oh.
It still is. But I would be sad, too, if my son was an alternate and I'm Deion Sanders. Is that why you having such a hard time?
No, he was rushed to the hospital.
Oh, damn.
You know.
Damn.
He got a lot of health issues.
It was the stress of seeing his son become an alternate.
No, I don't think that was it. He made a lot of money, though.
Oh.
His son got the most sold jerseys ever as a rookie. That's deep.
Because it say Sanders.
Yeah.
It's great marketing.
For people who wasn't able to get an original Deion, they can get a fake one. For real.
The son is fake.
I mean, I don't know. I don't even know. Is it what's his name? Bronny Sanders?
No. Sad.
I don't know who these juniors are. Would you like to? Do you watch football?
You might have said Jebediah Sanders.
Is that his name, Jebediah?
No.
Oh.
Is it Shador?
It's Shador.
Do you watch football, Chef?
I watch it from time to time.
Okay, so no one knows who he is.
Yeah,
nor do we care.
Like you like that midget lady that was.
I do feel small.
Lake. No, you good.
No, don't make. I feel little.
You should.
No one thinks you're funny.
You got a lot of good jokes on you. So listen, Mr. Williams.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I guess his corporate voice on.
I
thought this was station identification or something.
I like to send some heartfelt love to Mama Shu. This is her 5th anniversary of the death of her son.
Okay.
Let's send some love out to her. She's so dope.
She is dope, and that's a hard thing to deal with. So, since we're on the subject of dead people, right?
What? Okay, go ahead.
But who was Mama Shu?
Mama Shu. She runs Avalon Village over in Highland Park. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, you can correct me on this. When she did lose her son, it gave her the motivation to create the space that she has. So she has the homework house over there. They do a lot of community work. They have community gardens. She pretty much took over the block.
Yeah. I'm familiar with it.
Oh, you familiar with it?
I wasn't familiar with her.
Okay. Well, that's Mama Shu who's in charge. So... But when I say, like, speaking of deceased people, I didn't mean that facetiously, but y'all know me. It's kind of hard for me to be serious. So you asked me what I did over the weekend, right?
No, I didn't. Not at all.
So I got outside because did anybody start to feel a little depressed or like we were about to go back into COVID, being stuck in the house? I know you probably wasn't in the house this weekend.
No, I wasn't.
No, you always out. But I stayed in. And I started to feel like the walls closing up on me. Like I was just sitting there watching TV, drinking. And I realized like I needed to get out. So Sunday, y'all know that I am in a book club. And when I went live, I had to give a shout out to Miles for mentioning on the show last week that I don't read.
Right.
And I was standing in front of the library at the time. I wanted to let you know, like, readers come here.
You were standing like 300 feet from the library.
Yeah. So anyway, we had the opportunity to go see a book talk by Cheryl L. Neely, and her book was called No Human Involved. So what we learned about the term no human involved is that you most likely when a black woman comes up missing, this is a joking phrase that law enforcement agencies use, similar to like firefighters saying we got a Chris Critter. You know, it's not like it's in the books, but it's something that they say jokingly. And when you lose somebody that's a streetwalker or somebody that's not deemed as having a life, they say there's no human involved, which means that they don't care about the killer and they don't care about the victims. So Miss Neely had wrote a book because she said back in the 80s, she was 18 years old. She was going to Murray Wright when we had a serial rapist here in Detroit. And the rapist had raped about 11 young girls between the ages of 16 and 18 between September of 83 and March of 94. But in June of 94, her friend came up missing. And when they found her friend was dead. So first they said that it couldn't be connected to the rapes because this was an actual murder. And her friend was 16 at the time, you know. So as she's gone through her author career or whatever, she actually wrote a foreword about the situation of her friend losing her life. And when they took that back to the police in 2016, they were able to reopen the case. When they reopened the case in 17, they still did not make any moves. Even, excuse me, I'm talking.
You are, right here.
Okay. So they still didn't make any moves until 2019, even though they had DNA evidence of who the guy was. And by the time that they found the man, he was 73 years old, had started killing. So he confessed to the rapes, and then he had already killed 7 other women. So the book is pretty much about the serial murders of black women and girls and the deadly cost of that because the police are so indifferent when it comes to black women's lives. So when we were sitting there and I was talking to her, for those of you who may not know, I lost, my brother was murdered 3 days before his 25th birthday.
Wow. And
if it wasn't for my dear friend, Tim Leach, which is one of your frat brothers, Tim was a detective at the time. Tim was the only person that would really talk to me, even though he wasn't on the case. No matter how many times I called, no matter how many times I tried to get answers about my brother's life, they kind of just wrote it off because he was a young black man. And they were like, hey, probably he was killed by a young black man who's already dead or in prison. So they would never try somebody who's in prison for a case that's out there. And in this particular case of Miss Neely's friend, a man has served 17 years in prison for these rapes.
Oh,
so
because of her book?
No, it was an innocent man.
Oh.
That they convicted. So when they knew that they had convicted somebody innocent, they didn't want to bring the case forward. So even though the person who was found guilty, you know, if they say if a person is already in jail, they don't want to like reopen the case. They're already in jail. There's no need for us to press charges. But what they forget is that those of us who lose somebody, we are victims as well. We are hurt. We need closure. So I'm just telling people, like, people are out here having the conversations about things that's really important, and it's not for us to let up. It is not for us to let up when we are dealing with the social injustice of the people in our community. And one of the things that I wanted to bring in, because you are a part of the 100 Black Men, correct?
Yes.
And what do you guys do?
100 Black Men is a civic organization that starts first with mentorship. Our mentorship group is called Project Success. We mentor students ages 8th grade up into senior year in high school, and we just get them ready for society. And what we do with 100 Black Men is we elevate with our pillars of education, health and wellness, economic development, and mentoring.
Right. And all those things is important when we want to change the way that this world and this city and everything goes about. So, how did you get involved with this particular organization?
I was introduced to 100 Black Men when I was in college. Bethune-Cookman University, located Daytona Beach, Florida.
You want to speak
Wildcats. Go Wildcats. And I knew it was an organization I wanted to be a part. And when I moved to Michigan in '97, I sought out the organization, and I've been a member for 7 years now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember a good friend of mine, Raphael Johnson, used to be a part of the 100, the group of 100.
Is most of these men single?
They have been single at some point. Yes.
They went to the bathroom by themselves. Listen, when you heard about this information and you think about just your situation, did your brother killer ever come about?
No.
So it is possible that we may even be around him every day.
I mean, it's definitely possible. Like you never know who you're around every day. That's one of the scariest things, and why I think it's important for us to pay attention to our surroundings and pay attention to what we're doing in the community, so we can make sure that we not breeding more killers and murderers. That's one of the reasons why I wanted you here, Chef, is because it's about how we change the next generation.
Good luck.
But you get on my nerves with that. But one of the things we grew up, Thomas and I grew up off of Davison and Dexter during a time where the Linwood boys and the Dexter dogs were beefing every day. And we had two totally different lives, even though we grew up 8 blocks apart, and we both was raised by our mother. So there was too much drama there for him to be a part of my great upbringing, and it was too much going on in his life for me to be allowed to be around his wretched upbringing. But in my heart of hearts now, I really believe that his killer is probably dead too. I mean, it's so many young Black men who discount life,
right?
And they don't see themselves living to the age of 20. I mean, how many for both of you? And Chef, you're educated in a fraternity, you're a business owner, but when you guys were coming up, were you given a number that is possible that you wouldn't make it to as a Black man?
Well, 21 was always the number for me. However, 99% of my friends was past that number. But the influence was deadening to their mindset. So they were dead mentally by the age of 23. Majority of people I know.
What about you?
Well, I would hear the number of 25. I'm originally from Chicago, and I left Chicago when I was 16.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Save your life.
But for a lot of young men, they felt that the only way they could get anything was in the streets, and if they was only given 25, they might as well get it now.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So I got a question though. What part of Chicago you from?
Southside 93rd.
Okay. Praise God.
Is that how you supposed to answer?
Yeah.
Southside 93rd. Like, is that how you gotta wrap your?
Because once you say Southside, they're gonna ask you what street.
Okay.
Yeah, but anything on the South Side who was like, I'm straight.
How you know?
I used to go to Chicago
So
all the time.
what?
I used to go to
You didn't live there.
George Music Room. Familiar with George Music Room?
No, I'm not.
Oh yeah. Oh, he was close to the suburbs. Listen,
who was close to the suburbs?
He was
93rd Street. What's George's Music Room? Speak on it.
George Music Room. He's the #1 Black retail record store in Chicago.
So one record store.
No. He actually he's the only one who wanted to have a record store inside of the airport.
So it was in the airport.
No. Take leg off. George Music Room. George was real though. He was the old dude who was always in R. Kelly videos. with the glasses, cool dude with the gray hair.
Was a little girl sitting on his lap?
No, that was his daughter or R. Kelly's lap. Anyway.
Y'all mean to shout out. Y'all mean to say West Side 7 Mile.
That's what y'all do.
No, but I used to promote in Chicago a whole lot. That was my spot.
I'm happy for you.
I just didn't go to the east side of Chicago.
No.
I don't know anything about Chicago besides my son is on his way there now.
South side is dope though.
East side Chicago is like Southwest Detroit.
Okay, cool beans.
No, not cool beans.
Pinto beans.
No.
Refried beans.
No beans.
Okay, I understand.
I remember I went to Chicago. I had my hat cocked to the side, right?
Why would you do that?
Hold on, because I'm from Detroit.
Oh, so how'd that work out?
Well, I'm telling you what happened. I was in front of McGreeny Greens, whatever that project was.
Cabrini Green?
That way. No, good times. Anyway, so there's a store right across the street, right? So I'm in front of it. Well, it's another guy. He ran over to, hey, my man, you need to turn that head straight, my man. I know you ain't from here. I can tell you ain't from here. Turn your head straight, all right? Just looking out for you. Cool. I'm like, cool. He like, this, I guess he means GD or whatever he was. And then next thing you know, I see about 3 guys walk up to me coming this way. Hey, my man, what's up?
Well, the concierge told you in the beginning to turn your hat.
So
he don't listen.
Hold on, listen. He was like, I think you better take that motherfucking hat off. That'd be your best bet. I like, man, okay, I'm about to go ahead and get me a juice or something. He said, yeah, but don't just put that hat in your bag. And I was like, I'm straight.
So speaking of hats, I would just like to say good morning to some people that's out there watching. Good morning, mommy. That's it. and we got Rhea watching, Mika Smith, Renee Drake, what's going on, Africa, Taboo, Mr. Calvin Deal, and Yamina. And we thank everybody who's not commenting and we can't see your names. We thank you so much for being here with us today. Today we are talking to Chef Dennis Williams. Y'all, he's a black-owned restaurateur. Oh, but restaurateur?
What?
Restaurateur?
Whatever you say, it's your show.
It's a restaurant.
Now, Jesse,
he do
that's not a word.
restaurants. So, but are you? I've heard people say I don't necessarily want to operate and say I am a black-owned restaurant. I'm just a restaurant. I own a restaurant. You know, what is your views about that?
It depends what room I'm in.
Okay.
There you go. That's a good answer.
So, now there was a time one of my frat brothers started a Black Restaurant Week. And so I signed on as one of the restaurants. And I told him, hey, I can do it, but I can't put this poster in my window.
Right.
And so he didn't understand why. And I was like, to a lot of people, you know, pro-black means anti-everything else. And so if you want people to come here and that's the goal, then I'm going to have to just not put the sign in.
Right.
And when he started advertising, there was people in the thread saying, are we allowed to come? There's no other restaurant weeks.
Right.
And so for that reason, you have to just be very cognizant on what you're doing, because if your end goal is to make the money to help out your community, then sometimes you can't do everything you want to do.
Right.
Just because you can don't mean that you should.
Right. So can you tell our audience a little bit about your restaurant?
Well, absolutely. If you ever find yourself in downtown Royal Oak, check out Le Crepe Restaurant. It's a French restaurant that specializes in crepes. A crepe is a thin pancake, and what we do with that pancake, we have ingredients of chicken, steak, salmon, shrimp. We have the ability to go vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free. We have breakfast, lunch, and dinner options, and you can bring your own bottle. It's no court charge.
I got a question.
Bottle of what?
Yes.
Are you French?
No.
Okay. Oui.
Little wee wees.
Shut up.
All wee wees matter. Oh, no one's talking to me.
That's your friend.
They all matter.
So what make you open up a French restaurant?
Well, it was already a French restaurant when I came. It was called What Crepe.
Okay.
And What Crepe got up to 3 operations. I managed all 3. When they all closed down, I reopened on Royal Oak.
Stop. Hold on. That don't sound right. You got there and they all closed down?
Yes. I was the saboteur.
Oh. No, but you wasn't the saboteur.
No.
But did they put you in a bad situation?
Initially, because I had quit corporate America to come manage the restaurant company.
Okay. But they didn't tell you what shape it was in?
It was who?
They didn't tell you what shape it was in?
it was doing well, but then until it wasn't.
Do you find like more so maybe at the time crepes wasn't popular or known? Like, you know, people like to go with the times and what's in and what's eclectic. At the time when you were managing What Crepe, do you think people knew what crepes were?
They would, yeah, we're doing quite well.
Okay.
Yeah.
We were doing
So
quite
you the
well.
problem.
Yeah.
Probably.
Okay.
Probably.
But seriously, so I'm into, cause marketing is my thing, and was Edge Fork was the name of the spot over here on Southfield. Fork Edge, Edgy Fork.
Oh, Jagged Fork?
Jagged Fork.
Oh, okay.
That's all I eat when I go there.
I don't like it.
You don't like the crepes?
I don't like the restaurant.
Oh, I love the crepes that they have there.
I ate when they were in West Bloomfield. I would go there.
Okay. Oh, so you were uppity one. Listen.
The same restaurant.
For one, same restaurant. It's like, that's what he said. And but two, when we talk about
no, yeah.
When we talk about
Oh, y'all got great chicken.
No, I'm talking about it's her name.
Oh, my bad.
Speaking of another restaurant that closed down,
I like to eat that chicken.
But
Go
we
ahead.
gotta give you kudos because you've been in the business for over 5 years, or
We'll be 10 years in April. Yeah, over 5 years. Yes.
Or 10 years in April.
Yeah, we'll be 10 years in April.
Okay.
So do you think we can broadcast live there on the day that your 10th anniversary?
I would love that. Good looking out.
It ain't no seats. We'll sit in the window. We don't want to mess up his restaurant be full. The restaurant be packed. I gotta give him kudos. It be all kind of.
Okay,
It be less black people in the restaurant than anything.
So my question.
I appreciate that.
So what I was gonna ask you.
Because it's just the reason why I say that, because when you go down, because you're on Main Street, correct?
On Washington.
Oh, you're on Washington. So when you're walking down Washington, there's a lot of different people. There's a lot of different restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
So it's nice to know that this is an African American ran restaurant, but it looks like all the rest of them.
The only one in Royal Oak?
Yeah.
You know, only black restaurant in Royal Oak?
Yes, sir.
I can believe
You
that.
need some help over there. Come on, let's get together, band together.
And do
And
what,
do
bro?
what?
Huh?
Competition?
And do what?
Like, open up what, pancake? I mean, what the fuck?
Oh, I'm sorry. I started thinking about other stuff. We'll talk later.
We just need to go.
Yeah. When you said there's no seats, what do she mean?
I didn't know what she meant about that.
No, what I said, it's always packed in there. There's never any seats to sit
Well,
down.
it ain't
He has to
always
take-
packed, but I appreciate when it is.
Hey, look,
But I would love for you all to come out and broadcast for the anniversary. We can kick the Bobos.
I hope this flyer is okay.
Yes.
Okay, because I stole that off your page. So this is Le Crepe Restaurant on Royal Oak, and it brings the
on
taste.
Royal Oak.
Look, you read it.
It's
Like,
in-
because what I tell you about talking when I'm talking, nobody else would have known I messed up. But then you got to stop right in the middle
Could you
while we
know-
advertising this man's
Could you-
amazing restaurant in Royal Oak. Bring the
Should
Taste of
read.
Paris to breakfast. Open daily. And what's the address?
317 South Washington Avenue,
That's right.
right by the train tracks across from Diamato's, around the corner from the Royal Oak Music Theater.
That's what's up.
You say this often.
He say it often. He do.
Well, I'm allergic to starving and addicted to eating. So I got to.
If you wasn't a guest, I would ask what you like to eat.
She said.
Okay, no disrespect. I've been knowing Chef for a while.
what
You
she
know,
say?
She said if I wasn't a guest, she would ask what I would like to
you
eat.
would ask. Oh, I thought she said if it was ass, you would like to eat. That's what I heard. I'm sorry.
No. That's the problem with you.
How did you hear that?
That's why I asked him.
He didn't hear that.
But you're not gonna ask the story?
If the salad is clean.
Lord. It's a morning show, right? So everybody say shout out to Chef Dennis. I had somebody just text me and they said
Nobody
that
text you. They don't like you.
would you stop?
That was her mother voice.
She scared me.
They said one of my book club women said we're supposed to get together and have a cooking class with you sometime soon.
Oh, that's your people.
Yeah, I seen y'all at the restaurant. Y'all had a little party I wasn't invited to.
Told you nobody liked
it was for the
Sorry,
they was up there
For the creator event
for the creator event.
that I put out there, and they came.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yeah.
I thought they were. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
was it?
Diamatos.
What did they say? Diamatos is a restaurant. That's not Chef Dennis's restaurant.
But she said she'll check me out. I read the whole thing.
Well, you read it for the rest of us.
She
Go
don't read
back.
that much, so.
Micah said she knows exactly where it is,
Yep.
and she'll come check it out.
But it's Mika. Mika.
What did I say?
Micah.
Oh, my bad.
We all got problems this morning. What's in your cup?
Yeah, like
I mean, that could have went either way.
What's in your cup?
Well, those that know me know what's in this cup.
Right.
Salute.
Is that a Starbucks cup?
It is, because the Starbucks cup gets in anywhere. No one questions a Starbucks cup.
Right.
Damn, that's true. I'm getting a lot of game that you're throwing there. I'm picking that shit up.
That's that old 50-year-old man game.
Shut up.
Why you gotta shut up if you pay attention and listen?
Yes, Jonathan, we do take reservations for parties of 6 or more, but you're always welcome to walk in. We'll be happy to see you.
And you started a work at your place event. Are you still inviting people to come in?
Absolutely. Every Friday, work from the Crepe Fridays. We have the bandwidth, and we just want to see you there.
That's dope. Man.
Yeah.
That's dope.
So, and you have a special. Why am I talking you through this? You also have specials on that day as well, right?
Absolutely. We have a $10 lunch menu.
God damn. It's like pulling teeth.
I got this. I can do this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes. We have $10 lunch specials, our favorite crepes. We want you to come in and enjoy it. Once again, you can bring your own wine. There's no cork charge. And for our breakfast special, we have a half crepe, potato, and coffee for $10, and we'll even bring it to your car.
Okay, cool. So somebody asked could they bring their monkey shoulder.
I enjoy monkey shoulder. I appreciate that.
What is
and
monkey shoulder?
This is scotch.
Scotch.
Oh.
And with Le Crepe Restaurant, we're a boutique restaurant. We seat about 40, and we rent the place out for events. So imagine having a whole restaurant to yourself, from everything from baby showers to bar mitzvahs, graduation parties, bridal showers.
Orgies.
Nah, we're not built for that. Then you got to put the paper on the window. Then you got to get off in the tape stick. It's not a good look.
Sound like you done it before.
Hypothetically speaking. Allegedly.
Allegedly, I just know what it's. You have to research. You know, as a 50-plus-year-old man, some things you got to be able to answer for. There's sanitation reasons. OSHA. You know what I'm saying? Just can't have people freak off.
I'm saying 50 plus. I'm only 51. I guess that is 50 plus. Damn, I'm 50.
You great.
You 51?
Yeah.
Look good for your age.
Yeah, Lil Rel.
I'm 54.
I'm sorry. We're gonna come back and we'll bring Lil Rel to.
Man, let me tell you a story. Oh, we don't. You got it.
You can tell us a story.
All right, so I'm in Chicago. I'm at the Godfrey. And so I'm coming out, gave the bellman my bags. He brings the cart. I give him a couple of dollars. He then says, man, all that money you making and all I get is a couple of dollars. I'm like, man, you don't know me. He was like, you Lil Rel, right? That's a hearty laugh, bro.
Because you don't look nothing like Lil Rel, bro.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
But I get that.
Well, one of the crazy parts is the balls of people.
Wait a minute.
And that should be a topic. I'm not talking about big old balls, but like if
The entitlement of it all.
the entitlement, like all that money you making and you just gonna give me a couple of dollars, like I should have my security beat your ass. Like you should have came back in all black and was like, you know, you was talking to my client reckless.
And that's crazy because people want to count your money, but then when people income tax rich, they don't want you in their business.
Not at all. Not at all. And they sure don't want to spend money at your restaurant.
Well, I want them to.
Right.
And because of this podcast, I know they're going to come running in groves.
They should come running in, you know, like it's money on the floor. Because one thing, to be in business for 10 years is an accomplishment that a lot of restaurants don't see, regardless if it's black owned or regular owned.
It's a hard hustle.
That's a hard hustle. And then you are doing the majority of the work yourself. I know that things kind of changed for you during COVID. Can you tell us a little bit about that transition?
Yeah. Well, when COVID happened first, you found out that COVID shut your restaurant down on the streets. There was really no declaration that was going to happen. So we shut down. People still had food in the restaurants, and you just had to switch to takeout. Mm-hmm. And so that was trying. Then during COVID, you know, I lost my chef to COVID. I lost my dishwasher. And then another chef was diagnosed with lupus. And so that put me in the kitchen, plus the sales was inconsistent. So since then, I've been in the kitchen. I'm the butcher, the baker, and the candlestick maker, but I'm transitioning out of that because the rest of this business begins to grow.
Right.
I don't have to be in the kitchen all the time, and I can go be an ambassador to the restaurant.
I love that for you, because I know that, I mean, even being the ambassador and running the business and doing the books and all the behind the scenes things that it take, that's stressful enough. And then you're in the kitchen having to flip crepes.
Yes.
And then entertain guests, because I'm sure, because you do have a small restaurant and a big personality, when people meet you out on the street, they feel like your friend. So when they come into the restaurant, they want a little bit of your time as well.
Absolutely, and I have no problem, coming out there shaking hands and kissing babies. And yes, Jonathan. What, 10%, 20%? What you think, Jonathan?
If you mention the Rise and Grind morning show, you giving a percentage off? They done talked you into giving money away.
I just want to see people. Whatever Jonathan said
You know
is
what, Jonathan
between 10 and 20%.
The one thing I can say, Jonathan Williams is also a good person to know. Are y'all related?
No. That would just mean we came from the same plantation.
Same plantation. Okay. The Williams plantation must have been huge.
Mick Williams.
Mick Williams?
It was the Mick Williams plantation.
Okay. So, Jonathan is a good person to know. He's an actor. He does plays, so I'm sure not only will he come, but he'll make sure other people know how important it is to support your restaurant. So I can't wait to see the pictures and the faces.
I'm an actor also. You should have caught me in 10 Toes Down. In the restaurant scene, there was a man taking the water to the table, and you saw his elbow.
That was you?
That was my elbow. Boom, I did that.
You needed some lotion.
No, I moisturized before I had to get into character.
Okay.
Right, that was so that was a Taja Ayers.
It is. Done deal, brother Jonathan. Done deal.
Yeah, that's a dope. So they were at your restaurant, right?
Huh?
They were at your restaurant walking in front of the...
Yes.
Yes. I mean...
They was inside the restaurant. They came out. You saw the little crepe sign right there? Mm-hmm. I did that. In addition to crepes, we also have skillets, and we do have, which is called, a regular breakfast, which is eggs, meat, potatoes, and a side crepe.
Mm-hmm.
Is the side crepe, is it stuffed with anything, or?
No, it's just a regular crepe with its natural goodness, and it has syrup next to it. Okay. You have the choice of cherry maple glaze, regular maple syrup, or cinnamon maple syrup.
So you make your own syrup?
I feel like
I do my I make my own glaze.
Okay.
Regular maple syrup, and we do make our own cinnamon syrup.
Okay.
Man, that's it. I got shrimp grape. I got shrimp grape.
Keep doing it. Yep. Chicken crepes. I do that.
Salmon crepes. I love the bubble gum.
Do you got nigga crepes? That's what I want to know.
He got bacon.
I got shrimp.
They say you may be a comedian as well as a restaurant owner. Well, he's definitely an entertainer for sure.
But yeah, you got to laugh to keep them crying.
Yeah,
I know that's right.
And we thank you so much. It was something else I wanted to ask you. So we were able to broadcast at the Microloans Conference that was organized by Mr. Warren Galloway. Shout out to Warren, which is another frat brother of yours, correct? Yes, I know a lot of Sigmas, and if anybody have a question about hazing, it was a subject last week.
It's a non-subject.
It's a non-subject because it doesn't exist. That's what somebody said in the comments last week.
It's a gang and we in it.
But
it's a gang and we in it.
But you did a pitch competition there.
Yes.
And
yes, I did a pitch competition there.
Jesus, what did you win? Okay.
It was a pitch competition, and it was, I want to say, 15 outstanding businesses. They were talking about their vision, mission, and goal. And I was fortunate enough to come out on top. I was shocked I won, actually.
You and me both.
So I was shocked that I can't stand late.
The fuck? What?
Baby, I'm a star. What you talking about? I'm trying to be humble.
You was trying to be humble.
I was trying to be
so
humble.
you were sitting in the
went
room.
there to win. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
I practiced in the bathroom, arms like spaghetti. You know, I had to get it. Yes. And so I was fortunate enough to win $5,000 in a pitch competition.
And I tell people all the time, like, the opportunities are out there just for you to find them. You know, where if you believe in your business and you are doing the work, there are people out here giving money. You just have to look for it, you know. One of the things that I liked about you okay?
I was looking for the money, my stipend for being here.
Your stipend?
Well, shit, we just told people to come to your restaurant. We just paid you.
Good answer. That's what we said. Our meals are free today.
Right. We all going to look great. Like,
I'll buy that for $1.
But when you were doing your pitch competition, what was one of the main things that you enforced in your speech during that time that was important to running a business?
Well, when you're doing a pitch competition, they want to know why you're doing it, what you're doing it, where you're doing it, and what you're going to do with the money once you get it.
Right.
And it has to make some type of a community impact. And
gotcha.
in my circle, the easiest way is to hire people.
Right.
And it's important for that dollar to go around 7 times in our community. So if I can hire somebody in our community and they go visit another Black-owned restaurant or anything in their community, whatever they're getting their resources from, you keep that infrastructure going.
Mm-hmm. You keep it going.
And that's what's important.
What's that?
Right.
My question to you, because I see your hours is from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m., right? That's not 8 hours, right? So, or is
8, 9, 10, 11,
How many
12. That's 7 hours.
7 hours. So, because I want to get something straight, because most people think you have to be open all day in order to make a profit. How did you get enough foot action or traffic to be able to be open for only 7 hours?
Well, that was poverty promotes participation on that one.
What'd you say?
So we were normally open from 11 to 5. No, I'm sorry. We were normally open from 11 to 9. Mm-hmm. Then COVID happened.
Okay.
And so I took it back to 11 to 5. Mm-hmm. And then the world opened up and people are not back to work full time. And so my lunches was not doing that well. But I noticed I can compete easily with breakfast than with lunch. Yeah. And then so I decided to open from 7 to 2. And then I'll use the rest of the time to promote events, do corporate caterings, individual lunches as I go out into the people. So although the restaurant is closed at 2, mm-hmm. I'm actively still working to get business after 2, because since I pay rent there 24 hours a day, I might as well use the space.
Right. So, and I'm about to ask this: Did you pick Royal? Because Royal Oak will probably be my least favorite spot to move into, because they got the highest overhead that I ever seen in Michigan, period.
Man, listen. Well, the spot was already there, so I just took it over. But yes, there are some character building opportunities in doing business in Royal Oak.
Hold on.
Are you a politician too?
That's an educated black man. Say that again. Because I was there. Fuck no. How did you put it?
There's some character building opportunities doing business in Royal Oak.
He been in a medical institution. Go ahead.
But you know,
he's been in a educational institution. And which one was that?
Bethune-Cookman University.
Why'd you say that in the mic?
Bethune-Cookman University, located in Daytona Beach, Florida. Go Wildcats.
Is that a black school?
Yes.
You say it like it's a HBCU.
Located in the heart, Daytona Beach, Florida.
That sounds hot.
So I mean,
okay, get comfortable. Sit back. Hold the mic. Why don't you?
I didn't know.
No, you fine.
Oh, this is butter. Yeah, okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. So negating the great people that's in Royal Oak.
Negating. Go ahead.
There are some opportunities. You know, parking is an issue. You know, when the weather hits, it's a walking community, so it's hard to get the people to come out. Mm-hmm. So we just have to be more strategic with our marketing plan. If the people won't come to us, we got to go to the people.
Gotcha.
And speaking of going to the people, for those of you, well, you probably don't know this, but I am the facility rental manager at the Detroit Historical Museum, and Mr. Williams is one of my approved preferred vendors as well. So there's opportunities there. I wanted to make sure that when I met people around the city and they own their business. I'm not saying that because it's a black-owned business. Because
what's wrong with your eye?
I was just winking.
Okay.
That I wanted to be able to do business, but one of the things that I found is that we don't have enough connections and we don't use enough nepotism when we're dealing with one another.
Very true.
And I wanted to make sure if I have any opportunity to make sure he gets one catering gig, that's one more catering gig that he would have gotten if he wasn't a part of my list. You know, so I thank you for, you know.
Well, I thank you. And full disclosure, she was on my head, and I apologize because you shouldn't have had to be on my. You had to ask me twice to do this, and I was wrong. So I apologize.
The show or to be on the list? Because
to be on the list,
you to do shit is like
no. The show is automatic.
No, we asked you last year.
Yeah, I was there.
At the starters?
Yeah, I was there.
We called you.
Yes.
We called you.
And we spoken. We spoke.
And we spoken. Not educated, throw out the fucking window right there. So.
And shout out to Juneteenth Jubilee of Detroit. I saw they came by. I'm also on the committee of the Juneteenth Jubilee Project, and we'll be on Dexter and Davison this year activating the business district.
Okay, so what is that? Tell us a little bit more about that.
Juneteenth Jubilee of Detroit, it was invented by Sharia Ayers. She brought a bunch of strangers together who had a passion for bringing Juneteenth to the mainstream. Mm-hmm. And we're going into our 8th year now, and the purpose of the project is just to activate, educate, and let people know that Juneteenth is something important, mm-hmm. and it's a time, again, to bring the village together. We have resources, health resources, fiduciary resources, panel discussions, and it's time for fun.
Let's take this back. You said
fiduciary, making sure that people manage their money wisely.
You're like, where am I?
No, the reason because listen, I'm not gonna lie, my vocabulary ain't that big, but my heart is.
Okay.
Salute.
So
salute.
What you see right here, that's Juneteenth Detroit. That is Kong G. They do a separate Juneteenth celebration, but one of the goals that Kong always talks about is getting all the separate organizations together. So even if we're celebrating at different areas around the city, we all have the same belief. We're all making sure like it's alcohol free, that the kids are safe. Okay, so he won't be in that Juneteenth. So y'all have liquor at your event. Huh?
I mean, I do. But, and it's funny because with Kong, I saw the posting and I thought I was going to his meeting because he's the reason that I was made aware that Juneteenth was even happening in Detroit.
Okay.
Because I had been here and I would never see anything going on for Juneteenth. And so I made a concerted effort to find out what was going on. And I thought I was going to his meeting.
Oh, okay.
And come to find out. So, yes, that brother been holding it down.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he has. Kong is a good dude. We got mad love and respect for Kong.
And he's performed at the restaurant. He used to do comedy showcase at the restaurant.
Right. He can fit.
Oh, God.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're saying he big or my restaurant small. I'm trying to...
Whichever one you prefer.
What I do want to tap on to the Royal Oak area, right? I went around because I was going to do podcasting in Royal Oak, right? I got a spot, 419 South Main, right?
Yes.
It was upstairs, right?
Ain't that Dean Bean?
No, Dean Bean is around the corner.
Okay.
So, but before, when I got it, right, I only had it for 3 months because them damn steps is steep, going up the steps. And I told the guy, he said, man, well, you can take the back steps, right? Yeah, I'm not doing that. So it was nice, but it was Royal Oak. And you know, when you unlocking things early in the morning at Royal Oak and you be like, it looked kind of different.
Yes.
The police like stopped 3 times on me. I said, I'm getting out.
If you would have kept doing those stairs, you wouldn't have the problems you have right now.
You mind your fucking business.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I got another story for you.
Okay, is it about steps?
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
100 black men.
Okay, so while we got this up, tell us a little bit about that since nobody can read today.
All right. 100 Black Men, part of our education. Our education pillar, we have an oratorical contest. This is the 26th annual one. And the oratorical contest it's geared toward high school seniors, in which they have 3 to 5 minutes to orate a topic that we choose, and they get $2,000 for first place. Second place is $1,000, and third place is $500.
Who made this flyer?
Yeah, you did.
I ain't make this flyer.
I ain't make that flyer.
Okay, what does the yellow say? Maybe I should put on my glasses.
Yes.
Attention all high school seniors, save the date. So if you guys know a high school senior, is it still open for?
Yes, it's still open. We're actively recruiting, and our goal is to get 14 of the best and brightest in the Detroit metro area to come and orate on the topic that we choose. We have panelists.
No, wait a minute.
Yes, sir.
No, my hand was up.
It wasn't.
Thank you. When you say Detroit metro area, does it have to be inside of the city, or when you say metro area, you're including the suburbs in a nice way?
Yes, we're including the suburbs in a nice way.
Oakland, Wayne.
Well, it say Detroit
and
metro area. Just
Oakland,
say
Wayne,
high school
and
students.
Macomb.
They ain't coming from Brighton.
Oakland.
Well, they come from Troy. They come from Ypsilanti.
See, he sounds like a person who wasn't born and raised there. You saying the counties, he saying cities. Like, Ypsilanti is not Metro Detroit at all. So you can just come.
They are. It's the metropolitan Detroit area.
It is.
No, it's not.
It is.
It's not.
It is.
Okay. So it's Ann Arbor.
No.
And Lansing.
No. Anyway, so
you were asking a question.
You fucked me up. Listen, so when I read it wrong, because I thought I was going to win the 2000 because I thought it said seniors.
Like senior citizens? High school senior citizens?
Attention. Well, you gotta put your glasses on. When I put my glasses on, the yellow got clear. Attention all high school seniors. And that's the reason why it makes it. They said they were going to call you Smart Brother from here on out, in the thread. So Smart Brother was smart enough to say. They said Undercover Brother.
Undercover Brother. Yeah.
Somebody literally said that. I wouldn't have known. They said Cog is a big man. Okay. Stay focused, people. So I think it was smart to put high school seniors on there before people like this old ass ninja show up like, I got an oratorical, and we ain't even gonna understand.
Have a great story to tell.
It's gonna be long. Ain't nobody got that kind of time.
My oracle tool is long.
You're supposed to hit the button. There you go. You forgot to hit the button.
She didn't forget. We just didn't have a quick enough response. That empty space was like, okay, now I gotta fill it. But he's not funny. It's a problem here. So I have a question here. They say, how do my 16-year-old get involved in your program?
Go to our website, 100blackdetroit.org. And there you can get all the resources you need to point you in the right direction. Or my name is Dennis Williams. You can contact me at Dennis Williams Senior. That's Dennis Williams SR at gmail.com. And I'll put you in the right places.
Okay, so even though the oratorical contest is for seniors, you guys work, you say, well, all high schoolers, right?
Yes.
Is it a free program or do we have to pay?
No, it's a free program. And we do coding. I'm trying to think what we do. I'm trying to think of the curriculum this year.
What do you help
Field trip.
with?
I help with membership and the oratorical contest.
I got 2 jobs. The rest of that shit I gotta look up. Tell the truth.
So no, it's a bi-weekly class, and they go over self-affirming life issue things.
Okay.
In the community.
So can I be 100 black man?
You can be a friend of the 100, or you can be a member of 100 black women.
That sounds like too many women. Like I always said, I would be a Sigma. I wouldn't want to be a Zeta. I'd like to be around the men's.
Oh, then you can be a friend of the 100 and be around the men's.
That's like an auxiliary member. Like, I'm back to being a diamond again. Yay me.
But say it with your chest.
Yay! I'm okay with being a friend. So I love that.
Because we were at the MLK walk in Southfield. We gave away 100 books.
Nice.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
What was the books about?
National Geographic, comic books, black authors. We tried to focus mostly on black authors.
Okay, so you with 100 black men, you can focus on being black, but at your restaurant, not so much.
Don't upset my good white people.
Okay, I'm sorry. They ain't watching. It's fine. You say this is a safe space. But once we get syndicated, you know, you can come back and right, they pay the bills. So I love the opportunity. Because this is real money out here. So anybody who wants the flyer, it is on my page right now. I will send the flyer over because $2,000. That's a lot of money for.
They get it on the spot.
What? Cash?
Yeah. Well, no, it's a check.
But does the check work? Like you won a $2,000 check.
No,
you just
we have our treasurer in back. He cuts the check on the spot, and I've never said this out loud. But the students get $100 just for participating, but they don't know that.
Okay.
But that's for the 14 that are chosen, right?
That's for the 11.
14.
Well, because you got first, second, third, they're gonna get the 2,000,
okay, and then
1,000, and everyone else just get $100 just for showing up. I'm sorry, for participating.
For participating, not showing up because they gotta perform.
Yes.
I love that.
And this is the first time I ever said it out loud.
And it's girls and boys, right? Okay.
Absolutely.
Just want to be clear, and only because the organization is male based. So before we get into the topic, because we do have a topic today, I want to ask you one more question because I know that you're a part of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, and you're also a part of the 100 Black Men. How important to you is to have a male-dominant organization around the city? Does that feel different?
Well, absolutely. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's a certain aura and that men produce, and so when it comes to mentoring, young men usually won't buck at a woman as much. Oh, no, they won't buck at a man as much as they'll buck at a woman. And so we just want to show them, hey, our motto with 100 Black men is what they'll see is what they'll be. Mm-hmm. And like you all was saying, when you're in the hood and they just see the dope boys, that's what they want to be because that's all they see. That's the only way they see to get out.
Right.
So I'm a soapbox for a little while, but so before integration, you had your communities where you could see a black doctor or a black dentist. You could see a black shop owner, and you had other aspirations that you can make in that community. But when that all left, what you see is what's there. So you feel that's the only way out.
Right.
So this is a way we get to show them, hey, you don't have to be in survival mode, and we're going to help you get out of survival mode. And with 100 Black Men, in addition to helping the kids get out of survival mode, we got to help the parents also, because if they can't see the light of day, they're not going to bring their kids.
Exactly.
True. So then you have programs to help the kids, to help the parents. And that's the same thing that happens with all the D9 organizations. D9 meaning all the alphas, from Alpha to Omega, all the fraternities and sororities. They usually have auxiliary organizations that help the parents as well as the students, because we recognize that you have to get out of survival mode in order to make it.
Right.
Yeah, and
thank you for that.
Thank you for that. I like to apologize. I was saying to my friend, was in the 100. He was in the 300. I got my math messed up. He was in the
He was a Spartan?
Yeah, right.
The 300. The 300.
Oh, the guys that was touring the streets.
Yeah, he was touring the street. They was walking around the streets.
And I got
100. It was called the 300.
Those are the ones who will walk around and take the drug paraphernalia out the liquor store?
Oh, that too. They did that too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would love to meet that brother.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate some of the things we're doing. I got confused too when I transitioned. I was like, so we gonna fight and you like do reading and education, my brother. Like,
is it called like Detroit 300?
The Detroit 300.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Like, wrong numbers. I was ready to fight.
Yeah.
So,
and I'm sorry because I thought I was about to make cinnamon tea. I made ginger and turmeric tea. I thought I was
so is that gonna make you boo boo? I mean, why are you apologizing to us?
Because it tasted terrible, and I want everybody to know that cinnamon tea is good, right? And I made that face when I made it. I made ginger. My bad. So.
To who?
To me. I mean,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I'm sure.
Stay on task.
I'm sorry that happened to you.
Thank you, dear brother. Keep going.
I love this 50-year-old plus man little bro thing you going on. Like they came in, they were sitting there talking.
What did Shizma say? Shizma say something, and I was like, "What the hell is that?"
What does that mean?
Dumb GWP.
I don't know. Shizma, either call in and explain this for us, please, because I don't understand it.
So,
I feel old now.
I do too.
Something about did he say don't underestimate my good white people or something like that?
Oh, don't underestimate my good
that's
wife.
not. I don't know what. Okay. Damn.
I received that. Thank you. Good looking out.
And I know she using
Don't
it. I know she using it because Shizma is a Native American. So
I love that. Like,
she's definitely going to use that. Like, hold on, man. Don't underestimate my good white people.
Yes, please.
I mean, there's some good people in whites. The whites is okay.
So outside of the oratorical contest and all the good work you're doing with 300, is there anything else that, with 100, my bad.
I'm picking up what you're putting down. I got you.
Is there anything else that you got going on that we should be looking forward to?
Sigma.
What did you do this weekend?
We talking about Sigma.
I gotta ask you a question.
I don't even want to talk about it.
You don't want to talk about what you did this weekend?
Well, I watched Saturday night's main event to see what was going to happen with Jacob Fatu and Cody Rhodes.
I don't know what that means.
All right, so
He in wrestling.
I watched wrestling.
Okay.
I was close.
Don't upset my good wife.
It was colder than the witch's titty out there. You stay in the crib.
I asked
That's
you
why.
if you go anywhere. You said you went somewhere this weekend.
Let's see. I went to Starters on Friday.
I wasn't invited. I didn't leave the house Friday.
They got great dope boy food and.
Some people. So this is what I was told about Starters, and you frequent. I was maybe I shouldn't ask you this, but they said Starters is where you take your side bitches.
Yeah, that's it. That's what you think.
They said you don't take no good woman to. You don't take
It's
good
great
women.
food there.
I love Starters, but I figured that I told the audience a couple of weeks ago. Maybe that's why my dating life is trash, because when a guy asks me where I want to go eat, I say Starters.
Well, actually, hypothetically speaking, if you're gonna have a place to take your side chick, you take her to the Whitney at happy hour at the Ghost Bar, because everything is 50% off, and you got all those little private rooms that you can go into, and you don't see anybody.
Yep. And what time is that?
Happy hour.
Happy hours. I think they're happy hours from 4 to 7.
Yeah.
So
great advice.
Hypothetically speaking.
Yeah, because the Whitney, hey, the Whitney, you just can't pull up. You can't pull up in no trash ass car.
Well, you can park on that corner across the street.
You can park on Warren. You can stay anywhere on Warren or parking on the street in the city of Detroit for less than $4 and be there for 4 hours. I don't understand why people don't have the Park Detroit app.
And then now, February 13th, February 15th, you could be the man.
Why?
For side chicks.
Side Chick Sunday is the 15th. But Valentine's Day is the 13th.
Hold on, yeah. I thought you used me for the wet dreams.
Y'all need to really stay focused.
They do got.
And then they got this corned beef burger. That shit goes so hard.
What's a corned beef burger?
So they take that half-pound burger, then they put another half-pound of corned beef on top of it. It's a Reuben burger.
I never tasted that.
That sounds kind of good, but like
man, you pay for it. Man, but it's so good.
So I used to go to Coney Island and get a double cheeseburger, corned beef, and fried egg. Right. Ooh. When I went back, like about 3 years ago, they put that on the menu. They're like, man, hey, we ain't know your name. I said, but I'm a staple around here.
That happened to me with California Pizza Kitchen. I was in Fort Lauderdale.
Really?
And they said you can make a pizza with that. You can make your own pizza. So I made a jambalaya pizza. And they made me one, and they made everybody else one, and then it ended up on the menu a year later.
Okay, so I have a couple of questions. The first question is, Mika asks, what Starters is the best?
Oh, Southfield, hands down.
No, Plymouth is the best food, but so I go to Southfield.
And you know what? This is crazy because I am a fan of Plymouth. But I never get a chance to get over on that side of town. I work in Midtown, so I find myself frequenting the one on Woodward the most. But I think Southfield is my favorite during the day when nobody's around.
Yeah.
And I do have someone asked me a
You a
question.
Mason too?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, you can tell.
Since '94. Someone just asked me a question about what I'm doing for Valentine's Day. My Valentine event fell through, but I am moving it to March. And in the month of March, we're going to have a Friday music series. The first week in March, the first Friday in March, we have One Single Rose. She's going to be performing at La Crepe, and she's going to do 12 poems.
Okay.
So it's called A Dozen Roses. Then I have a harpist the next week. Then I have Ping Spells the next week. And then we're going to have a wine tasting. So that's going to be my Friday music series, but I'm not doing anything officially for Valentine's Day.
Okay.
Well, it sounds like, I don't know.
I don't know if they were asking. She did specifically say at La Crepes. I thought they were asking you personally. What was your Valentine's Day?
No, she's not a horny hoe. Okay.
Well, then I'm asking. I'm the media professional.
There you go.
What does Valentine's Day look like for you, sir?
It depends on what day of the week it is.
Okay, it's on the Saturday.
So I'll work and I'll see what's planned.
Sounds good to me. Let's go to the topic of the day.
Wait a minute. I don't want to go to the topic of the day. And the reason why I don't want, we got 3 minutes before
I'm sorry.
we go to commercial. So I was just trying to prolong that we could take a break and then come back for the comment. Is that okay?
Sure.
Yeah, I know. That's all I was trying to What are you doing for Valentine's Day?
We got pancakes and podcasts.
Damn it. It's like, it come around like every...
Nobody got nobody fucking with for real.
So just so you guys know, and if you want to start the day with us,
pancakes and podcasts.
I'm like, we got a flat pancaker tier here, so I don't want to say competition.
And crepes are better than pancakes.
I bet you.
What do y'all do here for that?
We do $5 donations, and you get unlimited pancakes. And we network people. We tell business people to come by. And this particular day, we have Darnitha coming from Legal Shield to show so people can learn about legal.
Am I on camera?
Yes, about legal protection.
I love his thinking face.
So anyway, she's from Legal Shield. She's gonna show everyone how they can protect themselves and legally through Legal Shield.
With a shield.
That's cool. So great lineup for March. I mean, and I'm just saying that because that's what they're saying in the comments. Going back to that, because your restaurant is closed at 2 on your Friday nights, will you be doing a later night?
It'll be from 6 to 8.
Okay, and do you have to pay to get in?
No.
Okay,
no,
cool.
Just make a reservation. We want to entertain you and order some food and have good drinks.
Okay. You know, I'm always down for putting things up, so make sure I get the flyer.
And I'm personally inviting you.
Shit.
Okie dokie. You say I don't invite you to shit, so I was like, I just want to make sure.
It'd be so much pressure when people personally invite me to stuff.
You tell me I don't invite you to shit.
I know. I'll be. God damn it.
And no cost.
And no cost. Because usually that's my next response when people be like, come to my game night, no pun intended, D. Jones. I'll be like, how much it costs? And then they'd be like $10. And I'll be like, I don't pay to get in places. So you're going to invite me to a free place.
That means she got to come.
I got to. And he looked me in the eye. So I feel obligated.
You admonished me the other day.
Yeah, I did. I don't know what admonish mean, but
that means
I did
it all the way down.
So
let's go to the break right now. We're about to break. We are watching the Rise and Grind Morning Show with me, Lake B, Shani, and this guy over here.
This guy is Chef Dennis Williams from the amazing restaurant La Crepe in Royal Oak.
We'll be right back.
You staying?
I'm Kevin.
Nice to meet you, Kevin.
I run a small business and it keeps me pretty busy.
I am the alpha. No, you cannot stop me. Stop me.
I heard you Detroit dudes got a bad reputation.
Oh, do we?
City gonna be ours in no time.
What made you move to Michigan of all places?
How long you been stealing? We got a problem. We take these bags to the south and make it back safe. You need to let me kill this nigga, bro.
It's gonna start a war.
What choice do we have? You're just an honest man living in a world full of snakes.
Do you see him as a threat? You got a problem. Well, you need to think of something fast.
I think it's just time for a change. We just pack up and just vanish.
Another, that's why I am the alpha.
I can't lose his trust.
I just need to get away so I can figure some shit out.
Is everything good?
No, it's not.
Are you an indie podcast or content creator looking to reach a wider audience? Look no further. Introducing Podcastic, the ultimate podcast network designed exclusively for indie creators like you. At Podcastic, we believe in the power of unique voices and fresh perspectives. We're here to amplify your passion and creativity, connecting you with a growing community of engaged listeners who crave original content. Podcastic is more than just a platform. It's a support system built for indie podcasters, offering a range of resources to help you succeed. From tailored promotional campaigns to professional production assistance, we're here to help you shine. Our intuitive platform makes it easy for you to be seen and heard. We do all the heavy lifting for you. You just show up and create. Plus, with our advanced analytics, you'll gain valuable insights into your audience's preferences, allowing you to refine your content and grow your fan base. Ignite your passion, expand your reach, and thrive with Podcastic. Visit our website at www.podcasticlife.com to get started. Podcastic, the home for indie podcast and content creators.
Hey, Ray! Chase! Oh God! No! Oh God, no! Oh God! Oh! Where is my child? No!
Come on, man. It's $8 million split 5 ways. You know it's worth it. Follow me and let's do this.
Please.
You better pray he doesn't come home.
No, help!
I don't know what you gotta do or how you gotta do it. Just save my daughter.
Our medical teams have exhausted all viable options for her. I'm very sorry for the loss.
The craziest part is you looked out for me more than he did the whole time I was pregnant.
Did you ever once think what this poly bullshit would do to Bria?
You better speak!
You already think we can't walk and chew gum at the same time?
I thought we could be something special.
You gotta fix it, man! Fix it! Fix it!
What kind of man you think I am?
I don't know.
You took a part of my soul, but I still give you more,
I don't know what you gotta do or how you gotta do it. Just save my daughter.
You? I promise.
You wish you had something like me and your daddy.
I do wish I had something like y'all.
Mom, I'm pregnant.
Pregnant? How that happen?
It's short around 6 to 8 weeks.
My parents just have something so special that I desire to have.
So you gonna tell your new man or your old man?
But she leaves a fucking note. A fucking note? Nigga, I just lost my mom. All she leave me is a note.
Ooh, I'll play.
Shit, I guess I'll play too then.
Lauren, come on.
No, I promised Marie I was gonna stop being messy.
Oh my God. Is that Marie?
Nigga, you know my name.
Oh, you must be the ex, huh? My bad, bro, because last time I checked, she didn't even tell you about our baby.
Hey, that's enough. That's enough.
A stupid ass nigga.
Man, stop. So what does this mean? What does this mean?
Bitch, stop talking to me.
Marie, you are such a fucking hoe. Oh, now you wanna slap me?
So I'm gonna be like Queen Latifah and these bitches set it off. I ain't risking my life for no $2,000.
We got $1 million in the hood. Somebody gonna fuck around and rob that motherfucker. You see a bitch, and smack a bitch.
Hey, real quick, I know you guys are enjoying the show. Yes, we are always having a good time on the Rise and Grind show. But please, do me a favor. Go to YouTube, type in Rise and Grind Morning Show. Hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. Therefore, you can always be in tune with our live content and interact with us, be in the comments, and we can keep bringing dope, hot content to you. Now, we're going right back to the show.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for staying tuned, watching our commercials, supporting our sponsors and everything. As you guys know, I am here with Chef Dennis Williams, the owner of Le Crepe Restaurant, one of the members of 300 Black Men and Phi Beta Sigma Incorporated fraternity and. So going back to the comments, we're going to start. They say March is a great month, and we love the fact that you're doing a Friday night music series. So we all look forward to that. Yamina wants to know, what are you planning for Valentine's Day, sir? We asked you a question. We expect an answer.
I don't have any plans. I planned last year, so it's her turn to plan this year.
Okay, so
thank you. I appreciate that.
Rhea mentioned that maybe we should do a Crepe Connection Day. That sounds kind of fun, and that's a great idea. They also say that you have amazing, and they love your vocabulary. They like your vocabulary.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
You know,
well, my vernacular, my vernacular is not that torrentious.
So
I'm picking up what you're putting down, bro.
As long as you picked it up, please don't put it back down. So let's go to today's topic.
Thank you.
No, don't thank me.
I thank Shani. What?
Apparently he's taken. So, yeah. Well.
In the show today, listen, thank y'all for watching the Rise.
Being open-minded or lack of respect. Is this in terms when we talk about kids or what?
Yes, so the video we're about to play, then we'll be right back.
Okay. We're going to play the video, we'll be right back because our microphone wasn't on.
I know, I'm like, what's going on?
Evidently, she...
Do you let your kids cuss in front of you? No, I don't. Do you let your kids cuss in front of you?
Hell no.
Do you let your kids cuss in front of you?
No.
As your brother?
Yes.
You're living in a state of delusion because you literally are doing the same thing your parents did to you. You've been conditioned, and you know your kids are doing the same thing you're doing. And so most parents are not the people their kids go to when they're in need because there's all of these micro fake things that we put up around ourselves. So when I'm really struggling, I'm not coming to you because I can't be real. And I don't know if the Black community is ready to have these conversations, because a lot of times we perpetuate what actually causes the trauma in our families. Those are the things that we do that are religious. Like we say that's bad, but then cussing at our wife is not. The Bible says train a child in the way they should go, so when they get old, they won't depart from it. It's not just what you say, though, it is what you do. You're training them both ways. So if you're teaching your children or teaching anybody, hey, you can do this, just don't do it around me. What I'm saying is, if you don't do it around your mama, but you do it around everybody else, you're a faker. You are learning and practicing being different people.
Okay, so what is that?
That's not Malcolm X. He be like this.
You say what? Those look like my glasses I lost. They really fucking with me. Like, why you got my glasses on?
Where'd you lose them?
I don't know. Okay, we all sitting back and taking a moment. We got to take a back on this. Okay, so I'm not gonna say.
I'm gonna say this. My daughter, I do allow her to express herself, but I tell her you got to find a word to replace a cuss word with. Right now, whatever you do in front of your friends and all that, that's fine. You know what I mean? But you still got to learn how to respect yourself. You know what I mean? Like when she on her Oculus, she be cussing up a storm.
Right.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, she cannot be walking around shit fuck around me and just talking, just cussing. I think cussing is a poor man's way of expressing himself.
Well, call me impoverished.
Shut the fuck up. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's the problem.
No,
we all broke.
What they say, cussing is a sign of intelligence.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, I heard that too.
You take one word and you could take a whole sentence and put it into that one word.
Like motherfucker.
And you know exactly what we're saying.
Right.
But from a position of your it's an exercise of reverence. And yes, I can cuss in front of my parents, but I choose not to because they're my parents. I want to show reverence. I want to show a moniker of respect. It's symbolic.
Right.
And just because I don't let my kid, it's never lit. They just don't do it. Like my mother said, hey, don't cuss in front of me. I just don't do it.
Right.
And so because I don't do it, that doesn't mean that my kids don't have a safe space. They don't have a home base to come to. They don't have a way of expressing themselves. So, I mean, I get what he's trying to say.
I get what he's trying to say, and there's two ways to look at it. You're not necessarily a faker when you learn how to act differently in different environments. And you mentioned that earlier, you know, depending on what room I'm in, I'm a Black-owned restaurant. Depending on what room I'm in, I may use profanity or I may not use profanity. You know, I don't speak the same way that I do even on the morning show when I'm conducting business, when I'm touring a museum. As I've gotten older, I probably do cuss around my mom more than she wants to tolerate, but she's also respected me as a woman. When I was a child,
you do child
I
thing.
just knew to watch my mouth. You know what I mean? And we'd be practicing cussing. That's why I'm so good at it now. You know, I practice like an MFer, but whenever my mom's friends see
a
motherfucker. Whenever my mom's friends see me out, they always seen a respectable young lady. They always see somebody who spoke well, who was mannerable, and that was a big impression on me on who I wanted to be, because I always wanted my mom to know when I'm out and about, people love me, people respect me, people like think I'm dope, and they still do. They still compliment my mom on the person that she raised.
Whenever they see that person, they was looking at your sister.
I don't have a fucking sister. That's why nobody talks to you. You gotta go boo-boo. Get that turmeric out of you. Me and Dennis can handle this.
No.
We good.
We
good.
No, but like I never seen you not cuss. Listen. So overall, yeah, I mean to say, I allow my kids to cuss, to express themselves, but they can't cuss at me. I tell my kids to have respect when they are
out.
Y'all want to finish the sentence? When they're out, and use your words, don't embarrass me.
That's what I'm trying to.
Now go back.
She's slow today.
Calvin mentioned that this is a different form of code switching. You know, like he's calling them fakers. I think maybe Calvin saying like this ain't that.
Well, code switching ain't fake. It's just you got to read the room. I've never seen it as fake. You know.
I don't know. Code switching can't be fake to me.
How so?
Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm one of those people like, man, y'all crackers crazy. I'm one of those to say it. You know what I mean? I don't. I've been around people. I've been around the revolutionary black businessmen, like the George Frazier's, the Dennis Kimbroughs. So the way they talk to white folks, you be sitting there like, ooh. I know he feel kind of small in this room because I don't know. That's why when I was in Roy Oak.
But that's a code switch. I mean, when you code switch into the angry black man that want to stick it to the white man.
No, it's not angry.
Okay,
it's
pause.
Like the truthful black
pause.
man.
Hi, caller. How you doing?
Top of the top. How y'all doing?
Top of the top.
Hey.
Todd, my man.
So listen, I don't think there's nothing wrong with code switching because when it comes down to handling business, sometimes you might have to.
Right.
Everybody cannot be themselves 100% all the time. If that's the case, a lot of people will be broke and stay broke.
Right.
If I'm being honest. Now, when it comes down to, sometimes I get flack from my own community for being able to do this, but it's a lot of people that be ghetto and stay ghetto. And my thing is, it's a time and a place for that hood shit.
Right.
You got to be able to turn it on and off.
Right.
You cannot be hood at all times. Every situation doesn't cause for that. When I try to explain it, oh, nigga, you whitewashed. No, I'm not.
No, you don't.
I just know how to move.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's another thing, like, just because you speak your mind don't make it ghetto.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
No. It's not. No. That's not what I'm talking about.
No.
It's how you speak your mind that
There
makes
you go.
it ghetto.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's not. It's the word usage. It's not caring if you're relating to a person. It's using unnecessary profanity or calling somebody, "Hey, my dog," or "Yo, bro." You know, and we sitting here in a business meeting.
If your goal is to get something across, then you need to figure out the best
way to get across.
Right.
Definitely not.
Exactly. You need to know how to appeal to your audience.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, you're going to lose. That's all I call to say. Love y'all. Keep
Love
going.
you more. Thank you.
So,
and I guess the reason why it's a comparison because he's saying that kids shouldn't be taught to code switch. Right? In so many words, they should be just as secure. And
that's what they raised.
We don't have that privilege,
right?
The black folks, or when you say
black folks don't have that privilege.
And I agree. I told a story a while ago about hearing King cuss on the Oculus. You know, like, and they get all into it. It's funny. It doesn't bother me because he's amongst his peers. He's playing a game, this and the other. So when I asked him to come up and say it to me. Like you, because you're doing it really well. He sounded like his mom, you know. But when he looked me in the face, he couldn't muster the words to say it to me, and that was a sign of respect.
It's a sign of respect.
You know, hey caller, what's going on with you?
Hi, good morning, podcast. This is Calvin. I'd like to call about your topic today.
Okay, thank you for calling in. How are you, sir?
See, that's code switching.
No, it wasn't.
It was.
It was not.
Because I can't call. If I call the court, I can't call the court and say, "Hey, man."
Say, man.
Hey, man.
I got to call that way that I just called, right?
So what's your topic?
That's the point.
Goodbye.
Kyle, you did extremely well. You was absolutely
When he
correct.
made this point, when he came in and he said, "Hey, this is what we do," you immediately were like, "Yes, sir. Tell me what you mean." You immediately you went human resources with him.
Right.
Let me transfer you to human resources.
Thank you, sir.
He'll be on hold all day calling human resources here.
I appreciate y'all.
We appreciate you more. So
Tia said, yes, it was code switching. Yes,
so
it really was.
Mika said, in my house, I just don't allow free will to cuss around me casually. It has to be caused by a reason. And she doesn't see code switching as fake. It's used to adapt in various environments.
Well, here's the thing, and this is the problem. And you know, I'm not gonna lie to you. Shout out to Frederick Douglass, right? People have to be who they are, right? Because the minute that could be a sign of weakness. Code switching, I'm not into the code switching thing at all. Because I find code switching as a form of ass kissing, right? But when you're in Rome, do as the Romans do, but I still speak how I speak. I don't let nobody try to downplay me, because a lot of times the white boys be trying to downplay you or your conversation.
Absolutely. How you doing, caller?
Hey, what up, though? Good
What-
morning, good people.
What up, though? How are you?
What up, G?
Hey, I'm good. How y'all doing?
We have no complaints. What's up?
Hey, yeah. Hey, I think the code switching thing, is it not just saying, like, there's a time and a place for everything?
Yeah.
Is that the same as code switching?
I mean, depending on how you
Because-
look at it, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, because, no, I'm not going to wear to the club when I'm going to wear to court.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I shouldn't be talking in court like I'm talking at the club. You see
And
what
I
I'm
ain't
saying?
even going to court.
Well, hey.
I'm just...
That's a whole nother thing.
You
We'll
gonna
end
see
up
a
there one
scared
day.
chicken if I'm in the courtroom.
That's why she had warrants right now. But go ahead.
Hey, but as far as the children cursing, like I got kids from 22 to down to 6, right?
Mm.
And now my 22, my 17-year-old, like, you know, if they telling me about a situation and they get heated and that, you know, and they be like, oh, I'm sorry. And I'm like, no, go ahead. Just express yourself and get it out, because I don't want you trying to find words and miss and not be able to get your point out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like Yamina said, it's a difference in cursing while you talking to me and cursing at me. You know what I'm saying?
Very true. Very true.
So yeah, you know, like I didn't been sitting in the living room, heard my kids outside cursing. I'm like, oh, look at them. But then when they come in, I let them know, hey, I heard y'all. Y'all need to be more careful about, you know, the way y'all talking. You
Most
know what I'm
definitely.
saying? You know, y'all just out there throwing them around. You feel me?
Right.
So it's like, you know, I don't think we teaching our kids to be fake. I'm more with the other dude. Like, it's about reverence. You know, I'm grown, but I still don't just talk. I curse all day when I'm talking to my parents. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But now if I'm heated, I need to get something out. Yeah, they probably gonna fly. My parents gonna be like, boy, go ahead, get that shit out. Let it
Yeah,
out, you know?
and I'm like I said, as I've gotten older, and I just want to talk to my mom. You know what I mean? But like that's in my 40s.
But
I knew the difference. I knew the difference as I was coming up, because actually I wasn't cussing as much.
All right, y'all, I'm over my two. I'm hanging
Okay,
up.
thank you,
All right,
D.
G.
Like in college, I think that's when I really started using profanity, but it was still like amongst friends, because I was at a education institution. So when we had to stand up and ask a question, or we were in the midst of having a discussion, we wasn't allowed just to use profanity, because that wasn't how you spoke when you were in the classroom. It wasn't until I started looking for platforms where there's more freedom to speak like I like to speak, like being on podcasts. I can say what I want, but that is here on the show. Even when I'm sitting in meetings and I'm at the museum, you know, white folks is good with dropping the F-bomb, or, you know what I'm saying? You could drop a couple of things just to express yourself, but to use a curse word every other time just because that's how you speak at home is not excusable.
It's not.
And children should be taught that as well. Just, you know, like you still need to be able to express yourself by using other words besides profanity, especially if you're talking to your parents
Malcolm X said,
or your boss.
Malcolm X said, don't tell a child to change its cuss word unless you replace it with a word. You know what I mean? And most women or girls are raised to use more words than boys or men, right?
Okay.
That's why when the arguments, the first thing we say is FUB. You know what I mean? Our vocabulary is not as big as we would like it to be. 'Cause in the beginning, girls was giving books, boys are giving toys. You know what I mean? We giving girls are giving books and boys are giving toys. Like they replace it with soldier boys and cap guns and all that stuff. You probably come from an area where y'all boys read more. Boys don't read more than girls.
No. What I would say is,
so shout out to Calvin. Hold on, shout out to Calvin T. Man, who can break it down better. But girls are equipped with words.
And
they're allowed to use them.
Yes.
We're not allowed to show our emotion. We're not allowed. We have to suck it up.
And I don't know if it's a generational thing, because I honestly feel if you're in the age group of 40s and 50s, when I sit down and I talk to men in my generation, you guys are more well read because of the amount of comic books that you read. And not trying to be funny, but girls didn't read like that. You know, like if you really and you sit down and you talk to men in their 50s, your vocabulary is vast. You can express yourself.
Yeah, but not in our 20s. That's why, yes, you are absolutely correct, but not when we're in our 20s.
In your 20s, you learn to pick up a book or not. And I think that's for man or woman. You know, like, girl, I mean, we had Stella. You know, Stella was getting her groove back. It was some freaky shit. They was writing about a whole bunch of freaky shit, so we was picking up books there. But I wouldn't discount the amount.
It's not about discount.
Okay.
The church plays a huge part in how we were brought up because our generation was brought up under the umbrella of church.
And plus, y'all have diaries when y'all was younger. It's a lot of things that y'all had that boys just did not use.
So cursing isn't a lack of vocabulary or pro vocabulary. You know the words, but you knew you wasn't supposed to use these words because those were grown folks' words.
Exactly. No, exactly. But that's what Malcolm X came and said, like, do not tell a kid not to cuss unless you give them words to replace it with.
Correct.
So I want to go to the comments real quick.
Sure.
Yamina was saying that she has boys, so playing certain games is like playing with the devil. She threatened to wash their mouths out with soap. She's popped them in the mouth, and she just decided to throw her hands up and allow her boys to
be boys
and don't get carried away with the way that they speak around her. Yeah.
But do these same boys go to school and cuss at the teachers and cuss at the principal? They know time and place. They're making a choice whether to curse or not to curse and when to curse or not to curse.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a true point. Yamina also says she could be Bertha or Becky. It depends on what room she's in.
Yeah.
You know.
But you shouldn't have to be. That's my thing. You shouldn't have to be.
Well, it's funny that you say that, but you've one of the people that tell me, well, if you wasn't X, Y, and Z, then you would be here, here, and here. You know, and it's like, I hardly ever change who I am. Now, I could change how I speak. I don't change how I think, though. I don't change how I relay my message. I just relay it differently. If I'm in a meeting and somebody started talking off the subject, I'm going to scream out, stay on task. And everybody's going to look at me in the room because they're like, you didn't have to say that. I do feel like I have to say that because we were on one subject and this person decided to talk about the fact that there's no toilet paper in the bathrooms. That's not what I'm here for. I don't like meetings. I don't like meetings about meetings. Now we can have a conversation about meetings if everybody want to talk about bullshit that has nothing to do with why we're here. I am good for that in a professional, I'll do it here, I'll do it there. But it's also when I'm looking around the room, I'm not trying to lose my job either.
And point of clarification, when I walked in here, the first thing y'all said, hey, be cool, you can cuss. You gave me that permission because you knew that the status quo usually at some of these podcasts is you have to watch what you say depending on your sponsors.
Right.
Depending on your audience. And
we get to that point too, because our shows.
So that's a form of code switch and letting me know what the room is because one's perception is their reality.
Well, I look at code switching as, hey, how you doing, man? How you doing, brother? You okay? Yeah, that's code switching.
Now, when we kicked the Bobos before we came in here. Yeah. Were we code switching? We were talking.
No, we
were just two.
I was like, they so cool. They so cool. They out there having 50-year-old men conversation like they got sense. You wasn't cracking jokes in the middle of him trying to express.
I was.
He was. And it was butter.
Right.
But I'll tell you, growing up in the city of Detroit, and I went to private school. I'm talking.
Okay.
She ain't even on camera. So I went to private school and Catholic school and high school, but I grew up in a hood. Just the way I spoke made the people in the hood feel like I was code switching. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't use a lot of slang. I just talked, And in my neighborhood, I was the white girl. I spoke like a white girl, but I've been around white people and I obviously don't talk because I don't know how to enunciate half the words that they know how, because people in Detroit, we always talk different. But in the hood, they'll be like, dang, you know what I mean? Like, why you talking like that? And it's like, I'm talking like me.
Well, the two biggest offenses in the hood, in the black community, is to think you better than me
Yeah.
You know.
Well, Black Dynamite, I sell drugs in the community.
It's to act funny and think you better than me.
Always.
Those are the two biggest offenses in the black community.
Yeah, but T, I disagree. Boys are not given the tools that we need, and that's why we have less black males going to college and less black males even getting trade. They don't even want to. Everybody want to be basketball players, rappers, or singers.
So I don't know what you saying.
We don't got no Lecrae owners.
Where? We sitting right next to one right now.
I'm being realistic. Like, hold on. I'm saying there's no younger black men do not look at being the next Lecrae person or the next person who's inventing things nowadays, especially.
And I'll debate that because
let's debate. Go ahead.
Because they do. Because even if you're a dope boy, your chemist game is strong. Your conversion game is strong.
But your death game is definitely up. I'm not talking
I'm talking about. I know the consequences of the actions, but these young brothers, they doing math, chemistry, they're marketing.
Dope boys is the
vertical integrating, horizontal. But you just have to show them a different way.
Dope boys, some of the best businessmen you ever going to meet.
And one of the biggest issues, I always say this, like you always going to go to the negative aspect of things. Boys do have aspirations.
I ain't saying they don't.
But
I'm not saying all boys don't.
No, but when you say the stuff, you being honest in the world that you live in.
And there are more black men in college than they're in jail.
Yeah, it is.
Definitely.
It is. Caller, how you doing?
Hi, I'm doing well. How are you guys today?
Hey, Tia.
Hey.
Hey, what's up, though?
What up, though?
I had been asking for the number for a while, but I didn't know Chantel wasn't in there, right?
She's right here.
But now it all makes sense on why I didn't get it. It took so long. But I actually forgot what I even wanted to comment on because I just don't even remember no more. But what I meant when I said the boys are given tools, I didn't mean like the tools for life. I just meant like, I remember growing up and I would get like Barbies and books for Christmas, and my brother would get like this toolbox or this fire truck, or they were trying to steer him to go in that direction, But it just I guess with time that faded out as well, because now we just give the boys tablets and games and Oculus and stuff like that.
But we give the girls the same now. But all the boys and girls in my family got a book. They got a book for me. I read the books with them. I mean, because you can't sit here and keep negatively speaking about the youth if you're not going to participate in making things better for them.
Why do you think it's negative? Why just couldn't tell the fucking truth?
But it's not the truth, because when you say boys don't want to do anything, and you have mothers on here like, wait a minute, I got a son who's doing something.
Okay, let me take this back because y'all so fucking
Tia,
sensitive.
Wait a minute, Tia's still on the phone, so let's address her. I'm sorry, Tia, my bad.
Calvin,
and I'm just so used to this, I was just gonna listen and wait. It didn't make me know. Never mind.
But as a mother of young boys, right? Do you look at your son and be like, they have no drive, they don't want to have a restaurant, they don't want to do anything in life?
I ain't saying no shit like that.
Absolutely not. No, I don't look at them like that.
That's the dumb shit I be saying. I ain't say shit like that.
I can't hear her. You say what, Tia?
I don't look at it's not that at all. No, it's not that at all. Like, not one bit. I don't feel like that. But what I will say is, when I look to people giving them gifts, I can count on one hand how many times they received a book.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I understand what both of y'all are saying. But. Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about, the code switching.
Okay.
Code switching is very important. I think that we just kind of fairly newly got this name, the terminology for it. But before, it was just adapting to your surroundings. You just knew you couldn't walk in acting any type of way in certain areas. It actually scares me when people don't know how to adapt to their surroundings. That's very scary to me. If we're in a 5-star restaurant and you acting like we at Fridays, that's scary to me. Like, how you don't, and I get it, people want to be real and everybody have to stay true to who they are, but how you don't know how to act in a certain situation.
Right. Understood. Thank you so much for calling in, sis.
That's very true.
I'm gonna let Miles.
So
now,
here I'm about to say this. Now,
that's my guy.
Truth or not, Lake, since you want to go there, because you took me there.
Port of Detroit. I should have worn my hoodie. My bad.
So, Lake, since you women take me there, truth or not, are men taught food etiquette? I mean, table etiquette.
Call in also.
It all depends on who your parents are.
I ask you a question.
Because
the majority of boys are not taught dinner etiquette.
Okay, so but what I don't understand what you're saying is the majority of girls, the majority of girls aren't taught.
They got fucking schools for that for girls.
Don't.
They do.
They don't exist now.
They do.
Where?
They got tea time for girls.
Where?
All that shit. All you gotta do is go on Facebook. They got.
But that's somebody creating something. That's somebody creating something for girls, just like this man is creating something for boys, just like Calvin Mann is creating something for boys. But you can't go to school right now and do home etiquette classes unless it's an after school program.
Let me explain
it's
something.
Not
let me explain something to you. There's more funding for girls.
These aren't funding.
Stop. It is, because I'm about to show you. There's more funding for girl programs and activities than there are funding for boys. And that's the bottom line. No matter how you want to act like it don't exist, it do. Because we are being targeted every single day to be pressured not to look at things how we're supposed to look at it. Trust me, there are opportunities. There's more opportunities for women than there are for men.
And I think it's more opportunities out there for from boys to men. There's a lot of urban clubs.
Please speak into the mic.
There's a lot of urban clubs and urban experiences out there. You just got there's the Boys and Girls Club. There's Urban Alliance. There's Buff. There's 100 Black Men.
What is Buff?
Black Urban Families.
Okay.
There's the fraternities.
Mm-hmm.
There's the Masonic organizations. Everyone has auxiliary organizations that are pressed in the hood.
Let's talk about the boy.
For boys. This is just one for boys.
Listen, there are way more funding. There's over $8.5 billion funded for girls programming and $300 million for boys. That's sad. All I'm just saying is it's sad. And so people act
I don't know where he get the numbers from. You can ask.
Listen, y'all be acting like.
At least it's funding on both sides. Can we just start there?
No, fuck that. That's what.
But I think it's about exposure, education, and with social media and the internet being so powerful, people get introduced to stuff every day. So I don't think that the reason people are cussing.
No, I ain't talking about the reason why people cussing.
No. I mean, but he can answer, however, because that's the topic. He's staying on task. Why people are cussing.
That wasn't the topic. The topic ain't why people cussing.
Well, that's what the video.
Being open-minded or lack of respect.
Because we're saying that kids get the. I'm assuming that we're saying that kids are cussing in front of their parents because they're ignorant and they don't have access to outside stuff and they're not reading.
Let's pause. Hey, caller, how you doing?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hold on. I had to call back in, man. Y'all done got wild up here. You and Lake about to be scrapping, and I hope my man can referee good and break it up.
No, because he fucking with some heavyweights. Go ahead.
I do agree with what Miles saying. We did have a couple generations that only wanted to be singers, rappers, football players, things like that. But I think because we had a point in our community, a nice little time in our community where people didn't come back to the community and show that there was a different way to these young boys. We didn't have a Judge Mathis on TV all the time or Judge Joe Brown. We didn't have other things, right? Mm-hmm. We didn't have a Chef Marcus Samuel with his restaurant being Barack Obama's favorite place to eat,
Right.
So, but now since that has happened, you do see boys getting into other things and wanting to do other things. Yeah, the majority still want it like that because we still in our community haven't gotten over wanting the right now, the what's gonna make me rich right now, what looks flashy right now.
Right.
It ain't sexy to go to school to be a lawyer because your ass about to struggle until you get there. You know what I'm saying? Or to be a doctor. They want the right now.
Right.
Because when you're coming from poverty, you ain't got 10 years in your eyes. You're supposed to be dead already a lot of times if you make it to college in your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
So, I do think it's changing. But as far as the toys too, I remember I bought my youngest son, he liked cooking. I bought him a goddamn stove set. And then nowadays they make them in blue and gray and red. But back in the day you didn't see that. So no, that was the only toys. You weren't about to buy a boy a pink stove set.
Exactly.
Thank you.
All right, y'all, I'm gone.
Thank you. Now, the one thing that I don't understand, Miles, you sitting up here like doing like this and all this, like you agreeing with him, but what he said was y'all generation. You was mentioning about the current generation now. So the whole point of what we're saying is you saying that these kids don't have ambition.
I never said they don't have ambition.
You said you don't know anybody who looks up to have a La Crepe restaurant.
No, I was giving an example of this. Hold on, let me explain to you. Because this is a man, he might know way more about sports than I do. How many people make it to the NBA?
Wait, less than 10%?
Less than 2%.
Okay.
So now, every week, thousands of people are trying to play basketball. Thousands of people. Now, if you take those same boys and you have them going for electricians, plumbers, cooks, chefs, shit like that, shit have changed.
So what I don't understand, I get what you saying that, but you're not listening to what the caller said. The caller literally said that more people are starting to realize that opportunity isn't there, even though they balling out right now.
They're not.
Listen to me. He said that they're opening their eyes to other career paths because they haven't seen, y'all generation didn't see people coming back to the community that made it. So now the boys in the community now, it's like, hey, I need to be an electrician. I need to be a chef. No, but
these basketball camps are still filled every day, every week.
I mean, it doesn't mean that they can't have other aspirations, though, because, and the reason why I say it, I come from a generation of almost all my friends right now, sons. Most of them have sons, are legacy from CMU or another college. They've already graduated, and these boys are doing something different than sports. So, I mean, Yamina just said right now that she got one son in aerospace and one going for electrician. My homegirl Tajma.
Y'all not the majority,
But when you talk, I can only speak on what I know that the youth that I see are doing and what the parents are pushing them into. When you go over to the aerospace school over there at
Bates, I get it. I know.
Not Bates. I'm talking about the airport. At the airport, the Tuskegee Airman has an aerospace program that's full of black boys over there.
Shout out to Ramon Crow, 100 Black Men. He's over that project.
and these boys they may hoop. They may be on traveling teams, but they're also learning the tools. You can do it both. You need to exercise anyway. They know, and their idea, I'm serious, because they still eligible for scholarships, even if they don't get into the NBA. They're getting free education. My homegirl just posted her son. He just won a grant to start Joseph's Farm. Joseph is a young black boy. He's 20 years old, and he won a $60,000 grant or whatever. This boy went to college with $300,000, no, close to $1 million in scholarships, and then he just went and got a grant so he can start farming. No, but you keep seeing, but you keep putting a negative
in the media.
I'm not putting a negative on nothing. If you hear it negatively, that's on you.
Everybody heard a negative. You should read the comments.
Fuck them if they thought it was negative.
We don't share those stories. We share the stories of somebody, getting robbed, setting themselves on fire because they didn't like their haircut. Those are the stories that we share. But there's a lot of dynamic brothers that's doing it.
Definitely.
From age 3 up into age 33, the brothers are making it happen, but we just continually talk about the narrative of the knuckleheads.
The 11-year-old boy he's going to Harvard, right? Or Yale, one of the two.
I mean, he should have chosen HBCU, but I digress.
No, hold on.
He got a freak.
I understand
Jesus.
that. But the whole thing is, when he get his degree, right? If anybody know me for the past 3 months, I've been putting up say his name, because a lot of black people don't know a lot of black people done a lot of black things.
Yeah.
Right? So I understand, and those black people who started off when they were young, right? The mindset of people right now, we admire those that put balls in hoops, put balls over football goals and all that shit, right?
We focus on the crumbs and not the cake.
Exactly. So here's what I'm saying. When you focus on that, you got 40,000 people in Power League, and only 1% of them gonna make it.
But then you hope they make it in sports medicine, physical training.
Right, no, hold on. But that's cool, right? I'm not saying that black boys and black kids don't have a problem, don't have a situation. All I'm saying is that we have to look at that. And when I say about the crate thing, I'm like, how many interns came to you say, hey, listen, I want to work here. I want to work here for free because I want to get my cook on.
They come all the time, bro.
Okay.
And I was gonna say that, like, over the summer, I had King cooking with Q from the kitchen.
Okay.
She had a culinary camp. The majority of the students and the majority of chefs are men, actually. You know what I mean? That is a male-based career path. You're just really seeing women break into it, because it was like kitchens couldn't be run unless you were a man.
Hell Wildcats. Hell Wildcats.
But when I see my son go through culinary camp with her, he started talking about that being a possibility. You got to know that the possibility is there.
It's about exposure. But if all they're exposed to is the hoop and the net and the football, because it don't cost money to play basketball. All you need is a hoop and a ball. It don't cost money to play football. It don't cost money to play soccer.
That's what I'm saying. But these things have been systematically placed in our doorstep and stuff like that.
Somebody have to understand that Miles is an honest and objective hater, so stop getting so mad. Thank you for the advice. I appreciate it.
And again, if you know that's the system, we can have a conversation about the glass being half full or the barrel, but we also need to recognize who put us in the barrel. And
Right.
Once you understand the barrel, then you understand we got enough data points and knowledge to know what the game is.
But that's what I'm saying about the code switch. That's what I said. I don't feel it's necessary. You said it.
It's more than necessary.
Hold on. No, you said it because if you know who did the barrel, right? And you know their objective, right? Mm-hmm. Why you want to be anything like them?
But I have a question for you, Miles. If I take you to a high-end restaurant, do you feel like a sweatshirt is appropriate?
It all depends on what time of day it is. Because if the racket club is meeting, yeah. I mean, see, one thing about me.
I just asked the question.
So I answered it.
Okay.
And everything's not 100%. I went to the Carcass Club one time, and they had this dress code. You got to wear this, you got to wear that. But you know what? That same day, it was a Tiger game. Mm-hmm. They let them in with their jerseys on and their jeans.
And their hats.
And their hats. So everything, not everything is 100%. But you got to understand that that's the game. And if your goal is, hey, I want to go to this high-end restaurant and eat and enjoy myself with my peoples, then you know what? I'm going to go ahead and succumb to your dress codes because the goal is for me to have this.
Yeah, and that's not code switching either. That's following the rules. And another thing was, how about this Russell Simmons, right? When I used to be with Russell Simmons, anywhere he went, everybody understood who he was, and that's how he was.
And you say that all the time.
But he's the exception and not the rule.
And I said that before. He always brings up Russell Simmons, but you ain't Russell Simmons, and neither am I.
I want to be Hugh Hefner that I can just wear the smoking jacket everywhere.
So going back to the comments,
but that's still 1% that you're talking about in blacks in basketball that make it.
But you got to create that. That's what I said. We don't need them. You feel me? We just don't.
So one of the parents, because Tajma is a basketball parent, and when you're really invested into your child playing basketball, she said, "I know you effing lying because it costs. It ain't just a matter of putting a ball in a net and telling the boys to get out there. If you're really invested in his career,
the program itself is cheap.
It costs.
The program.
I got 3 of them.
I mean, but I'm saying when people are really invested in making a career or getting scholarships and shit, it's not just the boys who hooping on the corners. It's the parents who putting them in programs and traveling, putting them on traveling teams, and
because they have aspirations to make their kid better than just a kid on the street.
Right.
And then also let's couple that with they still need to make the grade.
Right. And then you're teaching discipline, you're teaching foundation, you're teaching organization, because this is way different than just being on the corner or going to the Boys and Girls Club. Even at the Boys and Girls Club, they teach you foundation. They have coaches there to make sure you abide by the rules, that you're dressed appropriately, that
And
you know
have to
the
walk in the
etiquette.
game
You got to
professional.
right. You
Yes.
do.
Yeah. Shout out to Coach Carter.
That's all. And hell, in Coach Carter the movie, they was mad because he was mad that their kids wasn't making the grade. It was like, I don't care about the grades, just let them play, because they saw that was the only way out of their situation.
And that's all I'm saying is.
But we have to show them there's 100 different ways out of this situation.
And there's a lot of other different ways. Again, when you have children who do not have the ability to even want to read, that's bad.
Okay, so reading is an issue across America.
Yes.
It's not a black thing, it's not a boy thing, it's not a gender thing. It's a generational thing of people who are addicted to social media, and they can watch a TikTok and learn almost everything that's in a book.
Not true.
You know, it for them it is. And what truth is in a matter of who it is, who is
truth stand on itself.
If you have millions, billions of people learning through a certain platform, and it doesn't have to be TikTok, it can be YouTube. People like, I go to YouTube University. People say it all the time. I don't have to go to schooling. I fixed my own car once by YouTube. You know, I didn't have to go to mechanic school, but I was smart enough to listen to the man and go and ask questions and change the fucking tube or whatever the hell I had to do and get the tools and get under there and got dirty. You know, people go to video platforms because they don't want to read, and that's just not.
And reading for reading's sake is not the goal. The goal is comprehension.
Right.
Comprehension, understanding, cognitive response, understanding. So reading is just one of the portals to get there. So you can go to YouTube, you can go to the videos, but if you can't comprehend that's the issue. And so because kids can read words, they can regurgitate the words, but then when you start asking what's the context, that's when it matters. So you can get it from anywhere. I mean, there was a time when we was like, hey, I'll never use a gift card because they're gonna steal my money. I'll never use a credit card. I'm gonna use this cash. So so I'm okay with evolution of it all, but you gotta still be able to comprehend.
And that's where education come in. Shout out to Davey. He said that you are making Black history. So I don't know what that means.
And so it's about the comprehension, and then going back. So when your kids are allowed to when your kids don't understand what room you can use vulgarity in and what can't, then you've put a crutch on them, because if they go for a bank loan, and they go for an interview, or they go when they go to try out for the basketball team and they have to do an interview. If they're in there using vulgarities, then they can't be judged a certain way, right? Off rip.
Absolutely.
And in this society, which is not our society, because we only 12% of the population, and a lot of places, we got to go along to get along, and that's just what it is. Now you can achieve your individual goals once you get there, but you still got to know how to comprehend, communicate, and get your point across.
And I think Davey mentioned something in here about it still being up to the parents. We have to continue to raise our young people. And that is something that I take responsibility in. Like, King wears a hoodie every day. When you go to the schools, everybody have on pajamas. I don't know where these kids are. I don't know where their heads are. It's comfortable. It's the environment. It's the generation. If they're all doing it there and they're all, as long as his grades don't drop,
that's it.
I'm okay. Now, what I told him, what I'm not okay with, he's starting to become my second shooter. You know what I'm saying? You see my son work. I'm sorry, but you can't wear the hoodie. Yes. And we would be outside fist fighting. You won't even know that I just got done scrapping in the snow. Not literally, but that's what it feels like when I'm trying to explain to him that we're not going in there in hoodies. You know, and I would tell you based on the event that we're doing that we're going to dress appropriately. It's your job as an entrepreneur. If they send you a flyer and it's a baby shower and it's all pink, I can guarantee you 9 times out of 10, the majority of people are going to have on pink. You know, you have to read the room. You have to come professionally. Ain't nothing worse. And it happened to me. I showed up at a white party and you black and yellow. And I'm like, and I was working there. That was the last time that I decided, like, as a professional, having my own business, if I don't know what's going on, I'm coming in all black. That should be my uniform, period. And I explained that to him, but it takes pushing. I'm not gonna let up on it. And when we're raising our children, depending on how we're teaching it, now he may be like, Mom, fake as hell because, you know, I dress in hoodies every day. Well, when people are paying you,
you got to do that.
You got to change.
If you told your son, hey, I want you to wear a suit to school every day, he's going to be like, Mom, that's not the time and place for a suit.
Right.
So you do understand time and place, and you do understand that certain attires in different places. Hey, you're going to put this on. Well, Mom, you know, everything ain't a discussion.
Right.
I said what I said.
Right. You want me to pull it out or you want to pull it out?
Everything's not a discussion.
Because you want to get paid. You make it $10 an hour.
And it is difficult
Right.
for the nurturer to be the disciplinarian. I get that. But I said what I said.
Right. And it's just a matter of keep pushing, keep teaching, keep learning. You know what I mean? I need my son to be around people who say what black boys can do and not what black boys can't do. You know, somebody asked you why you always speaking negatively against your black people. But that's what they asking you. I didn't ask the question. It was asked.
I don't speak negatively at all. I tell the truth. Bottom line is when women speak up, oh my gosh, but stop. Because don't go. I'm talking.
Answer the question.
I'm answering the question. I speak how I speak. Whoever take it that way, it's on them. If a person can walk up to you and they speak Spanish to your ass and you don't understand Spanish, you're not going to understand it. The truth of the matter is, I speak the truth. I'm not talking negatively against black people because if that's the case, I won't be around black people. I only like being around black people. I don't fuck with no other culture. Anybody know me? I don't give a damn. If people have never felt our oppression, they would never understand it. And most, like I say, black women don't understand how black men feel. Black men don't understand how black women feel. Because our communications is fucked up because everybody is speaking from their own perspective individually.
Do you feel like you understand what a young black boy feels?
Yes, because I was a young black boy.
But times have changed.
Nothing changed.
It hasn't changed. But let me ask
Hold on. What'd you just say?
Nothing has changed. The same thing we was asking for 60 years ago, we're still asking.
I said.
But your message, my
delivery fucked up. But I'm not in the delivery business. But go ahead.
So, do you see more the lowest common denominator of black folks, or do you see that there's a light at the end of the tunnel when it comes to black folks?
I definitely see the light at the end of the tunnel, but certain things had to be done. Like, again, if anybody ever studied Frederick Douglass, right? Mm-hmm. He was the most photographed black leader in our history, right? He was always dressed to the T, right? Mm-hmm. So, by him being dressed to the T, everybody wanted to photograph him, correct? Now, has shit changed?
We dress to I understand why we dress to the night, but Frederick Douglass didn't want blacks to go north either.
Why?
Because he said these are the white folks that we used to, and we don't know those white folks up there.
And the reason why he didn't want to go, because he knew those people was kind of more different. They was more demonic. They were more evil.
Well,
that's why we don't go up north now.
Ducks look out for ducks, or geese look out for...
No, we're not fucking up north. We southeast. Stop it.
We Midwest.
No, I'm talking about admission.
He was talking about north of the Mason-Dixon line.
I'm talking about north of the Mason-Dixon line. Right. We ain't talking about Michigan going to Petoskey. We talking about...
So Frederick Douglass, he didn't want people to go north. He was also the first Republican.
All of us were Republicans.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah,
because he led the march for us to be Republicans, so we could think how we think. Because we need to get away from how they was thinking.
Yes.
Democratic Party was stupid.
Yes.
It was stupid then, but we just change shit as we go.
That's what the Civil War was about. Absolutely.
There you go. So people, again, everybody thinks shit changed and nothing changed. So when I see...
So when you say, I mean, I get y'all understanding, like, the same things, the same topics, the same issues come over, and we experience things that's the same. But to sit here and say, like, young black people think the way y'all did as young black people?
No.
That's crazy to believe. And you ain't sat down in a room. Like, yeah, there's still going to be issues with girls, like, how do I know a boy likes me, and this, that, and the other. Those things are going to change. But when you sit there in a room of young people and you listen to their thinking, I'm the second youngest person in this room. I'll be like, I can't believe y'all think like this.
I applaud it because where we were, we give them the room to have that freedom.
Right.
You know, my middle child, if she wants to wear orange hair one day, green hair one day, you know, you get to express yourself. Because there was a time you didn't get to express yourself. You wore your Lady Janes, your dress, and whatever hairdress you have. But they have the ability to express themselves. They can be whatever they want to be in the world. When our generation was coming up, my mother told me, you either going to college or the army. Mm-hmm. And that was it.
That wasn't me, but I understand that.
And so we had limited choices. They can do whatever it is they want to do. They have their voices. They're able to speak their voices with protection. And that's a great thing. But back to your original topic, no. Once your major vocabulary allowed is vulgarities, you're going to be judged.
Right.
And if it starts at home, then I need to teach you, hey, I understand these words are words and we both adults, but just because you can don't mean that you should.
Right. Hey, caller, how you doing?
Hello, how are you?
Wonderful, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Well, I'm calling in. I have two things. And I think regarding you're saying your friends and their kids, their sons are in aerospace and they're doing different things. Mm-hmm. I think our generation, we think differently when it comes to college. We have different viewpoints on it. So I think we understand skilled trade is just as important as a degree.
Right.
And I think that's the difference between us, whereas our parents who were born perhaps in the 50s, they worked in a factory, so they felt as though you have to go to school. The only way to get a good job and be in an office is with a degree.
Right.
Whereas those with degrees recognize, like, you know, you don't need the degree. It just gives you options.
Absolutely.
But you don't need it for a better way of life.
And it may give you less options depending on what you go to school for.
And our parents wasn't wrong. It's just they said, yeah, you couldn't get in college because that was the only pathway.
Mm-hmm.
And so they chose that. And then they realized when we came out of college with all this debt, they said, hey, it's got to be another better way because, you know, hell, Obama, he didn't even pay his student loans. He still owed student loans when he was in the White House.
Right. Yeah.
So we recognized that, hey, there's nothing wrong with being a plumber and electrician. Hell, they're making the dough with less college debt. And it's a great thing, but we don't have to be a monolith as people. We don't all have to go to college. We don't all have to do a trade. We don't all have to play sports. You know, we can be scientists. We can be left brain. We can be right brain, you know.
So, caller, what's your name?
Jackie.
Hi, Jackie. So, what's your other point?
My other point is me being... Like my daughter, I never cussed in front of my mother.
Right.
My daughters don't curse in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she's 23. I've never heard her curse. My mother I'm 50. I lost my mother at 39. However, it was a matter of respect.
Right.
Like then it said, I mean, I guess I could when I was telling, I might tell it to give the full viewpoint of my story.
Mm-hmm.
But it makes me cringe when I hear my friends talking to their mother and say and drop whatever.
Right.
You know, mama, you know, shit. What you mean? Damn. No, ma'am. No, I cringe at it because you can express it to your mother in a different way. However, I reverence my mother.
I'd never cuss at my mom. I cuss to her when telling the story, but I'd never be like, "Mama, damn." I can feel that smack through the phone. I can feel it.
I don't cuss in front of other people's parents.
What you planning for Valentine's Day?
Are you talking to the caller?
Yes, he's talking to you, caller.
We're going to do dinner. We're going to a dance, and we're going to have a great night.
Okay. Well, thank you. Now everybody knows his plans for the. Y'all can start asking in the comments. Thank you so much, Jackie. You have an amazing day.
Thank you.
So again, everybody have a different viewpoint on life, and when I speak in masses. I don't speak individually. I look at the majority, and that's what I go off of.
You have children?
Yes.
So your first responsibility is your 4 walls for your kids.
Yes.
Then we go to neighborhood, community, and the masses.
Facts.
So I'm gonna tell you what your goal is as a parent is to make sure your kids do better than you.
Yes.
And then that's how legacy gets built.
True.
So, one thing I always talk about is like MLK. In order for him to succumb to take care of the masses, he had to sacrifice his family.
Family, yes.
And so, that's a hard pill to swallow.
All the time.
Especially at 36.
And so
I'm not that mature.
My responsibility is to my 4 walls and my kids.
Most definitely.
And so if I can make them be the best version of themselves, be doper than me, and I'm already dope, so you got to be double dope of the dopeness that I am.
Right. That's dope shit.
That's my goal.
Right.
And then make sure that they marry somebody whose kids are just as dope with the same ideology.
Right.
That's how you get that legacy game going.
Most definitely.
And so, because the issues that we're talking about as black folks, our great grandparents are still talking about the same issues. Better jobs. And I talked to Zareen, we just wanted them to be civil. We didn't want to leg up, just be civil.
An example of what you said, you Dr. Claude Anderson, right?
Yes.
So he was here in 2013. He asked everybody to raise their hand. Who think we're in a better position today than we were in the 1890s or something like 1920s or some shit like that? Everybody rose their hand.
We are.
So he said, no. He said, there's no way in the world that back then in the White House, you had, 45 people black in the White House, right? Now you got over, government-wise, now you got over 1,800 and nothing changed. So he said, you can't even say that we're in the same, that it's a difference.
Well,
so far as coming and going, he already made clear. Coming and going, getting on airplanes, spending your money, making money, true. But how we think, no. He said there's no anywhere possible. Even with a black president, we can't think that was better.
And I know his teachings. And what he was wrong on was the math. When you had, 800 in a factory or something, that was 60% of the population. But now, those in the factory are 12 or 13% in the population, and then you have aspirations to go. You would have never thought that you could have a 5-bedroom, 2-bedroom house and be considered middle class,
right?
As black folks. And so when you get that house, you get that equity, you get that money, you get that dream, you get that college or trade school, whatever you want. You have dreams. There were no dreams back then. The only dream was, I hope I don't get killed today.
No, it was more than that. You had over 18 different cities in America that was black-owned, black-ran banks.
But you never thought as a whole that you could be a governor. You could even be president. That wasn't even thought of, that you could be president of the United States as a black man.
So but the fact that it didn't change for black people.
You're right. I mean, we're still asking for the same stuff.
Hold on, that's what I'm saying. We're still asking for the exact same thing. Here we go.
But so are women. Women are still asking for the same thing.
That's not true.
Okay, so one of the things,
it's
because
not,
we know you're going to say it's not true. We know it's 11:40.
Because first of all, the black women, stop. Y'all act like you don't know, and you act like you do. The black women,
you keep saying that.
Because you don't.
But you literally earlier today said that as a black man, I can't tell you how a woman thinks, and as a black woman, you can't tell me.
Who's the most educated, the black men or black women?
How what?
Who's the most educated?
Black men.
No, black women. I knew the fuck you didn't know. Stop. You don't know.
Wait a minute. Okay, so y'all want me to, when you say education, you're talking about institutional education
and salary wise.
Yeah.
And salary.
No, when I think education,
I was going to get to that.
When I think education, I'm taking it outside of the classroom because I know how easily it was for me to get through college. College ain't shit. I mean, like, people keep comparing college. I can sit on the street. The smartest education, the smartest people I know are men who did not go to college. You know what I mean? Who spent more? This one being one of them.
Knowledge education.
You know what I mean? I mean, so let me finish my words because yes, you could talk statistically with going to college and having debt. If black women were smart, we wouldn't even went to college on student loans. You know what I mean? Because it did not help with the plight of getting better and making a better life for yourself. It didn't get you to the fucking marriage line or wherever where do you get married at? I wouldn't even know. I'm almost 50.
Wait, where's the marriage line?
I don't know. The place where somebody want to marry you.
It's like Singapore, they go through the line.
They don't even get you to the line.
What's a marriage
Going
line?
to college don't even get you to the line. and maybe
to get the MRS.
Yeah, kinda. If you're a white woman, you know, but as a black woman, it's very hard to get your MRS. You know, and it puts you in a place where you're less likely to be a missus because you decided to go educate. So when my whole point was, I know statistically there's more black women who have a college degree. I have two. I know more black women can sit in a room and say, I have two. I also know more black men who drive better and live better and make more money than she does because he took time out to learn other ways of making money and building a business outside of going the traditional way. And that's why I answered and said men. It wasn't because of the college education.
Well, I respect your response for sure. But also, you got to realize women also make more money than men.
Well, that's because y'all stupid.
See, no, hold on.
Y'all don't know how to budget. I make more money than most men who make double what I make because y'all spend money on dumb shit.
Like women.
No. That could be true. Like,
trust me. Listen,
be better than your daddy.
Definitely. But all I was saying is black women in America have a lot more opportunity than black men. Mm-hmm. And that's just the honest to God truth.
That's because you wear hoodies all the time.
No, it's not because I wear hoodies.
Nobody wants to wake up in the morning and be a black man.
Right.
No, shit.
They already did the scenario. They did that in the whole...
I mean, it's a nightmare. We know that. This show is over. Hey, caller, how you doing? Last caller?
Hey, I'm the last. I had to call back in.
Okay, go ahead.
Now we can scrap the education part, right?
Right.
Women are not in the same place. You don't have to have sex with your husband. It's considered rape if your husband forced you nowadays. It's your body, your choice as far as abortion.
True.
Right?
Depending on the
state.
state.
So we could just give you them two, and that's a big change.
I didn't say it was.
Police have to take you serious. Police have to take you serious on a domestic violence charge.
Right.
So let's be. No, women have come a lot farther than they were.
Yes.
Back way.
But it's also a situation like I just
the things women ask for, they got.
I didn't say thank you.
Thank you, G.
Thank you. So, caller, I think caller, you there?
Oh, you hung up?
No, you're here.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey. I thought somebody said screw. I didn't know what the hell was going on. What up, though?
Hey, this is me.
Hey, Mika.
Hey.
Her name is Mika.
I just wanted to say this was a great topic today. I enjoyed everything you guys spoke about. Nobody's mad at you, but at the same time, I need you to understand why code switching is very useful, very needed, very necessary. And I know you had to be doing code switching. You've been doing so many great things since you was a teenager that Lake always reminds us of. So be mindful. Be mindful when you say you don't do it, because I'm pretty sure in the business settings, in those rooms that you put yourself in, that people put yourself in, you did some code switching.
I bet you
so
I did.
Please don't knock it. Please don't knock it.
I'm not knocking it, but I bet you I did.
Okay, I'll ask Lake when the call is done.
You know, a dummy is who a dummy is. He's a fish fighting fool. Today he'll be a fish-eyed fool tomorrow.
That's what Lake talking with her hoodie on. Listen, Lake, thank y'all for watching the ride.
Wait a minute. So thank you, thank you so much for calling in. Before we let you go,
Thank you.
Real quick, something that's near and dear to my heart. I want any black person that's sitting here listening, we're going to bring this subject back because I know some of y'all going to eat me up about this, but we have a crisis going on in this country right now. I need for you guys to stand your ground and stay out of white folks' business until it comes into... she talking to you. Until it comes to our doorsteps. If anybody want to come to the hood, I'm heavily armed. But right now, we're going to sit back. We're going to let people do what they do. We're going to let the country see what it looks like when black people are not out there and people are still getting killed in the streets. We're not going to go out there. Hey, caller, what's going on? I'm
agreeing with you. I'm agreeing.
I love that. I'm like, I got Dickie and Dr. Doug right here. Like, yes. So we're not going to bring the fight to them. We're not going to give them the excuse to burn buildings down and hurt more people. But I want y'all to get ready. Don't think our time is not coming. So while we sitting here, we got to arm up. We got to continue on educating our youth, and we got to make sure that we pour into positivity to make sure when the time comes, they are ready as well. And that is how I
get
feel.
ready, stay ready.
Get ready.
Get ready, stay ready. Amen.
Is this Mika or Yamina?
Mika.
Mika Smith.
Because a white man shot Charlie Kirk at a white event, and then HBCUs had to shut down.
Right.
That's not our issue. That's not our platform. And what they're experiencing, we've been experiencing this for years. I think the great poet Kwame Kilpatrick said,
"What?"
The great
poet Kwame.
The great swinger. Go ahead.
He said, when they get a cold, we already had the flu.
Right.
Yeah.
So that ain't our business.
It is definitely not our fight. And I tell anybody if they would just look up what's going on right now, this is nothing new. All right, y'all.
So we're gonna get out of here. Make sure that you stop by Chef Dennis Williams Restaurant La Crepes in Royal Oak on
317 South Washington Avenue, right by the train tracks across from Diamato's and around the corner from the Royal Oak Music Theater. And please think about us for your caterings, crepe stations, events. We'd love to have you.
Crepe stations.
And this weekend,
thank you. I appreciate that.
There we go. Don't forget, for those of you guys who have seniors, we are
high school seniors.
They are giving out hardcore money on the spot. Like, not your kind of senior, not ARP, not ARP senior, real senior. See, you don't qualify yet.
Not Kwame Lord.
But if you have a senior, they are giving away money, and the checks will be cut on the spot. So if you know a young person that have drive, have them call Miles Person, talk to them to let them know they exist, and then have them fill out their application first, and hopefully, Miles will go to the.
You pissing me off because
hopefully you'll go to the competition
they wear a hoodie.
and see. I hope they do. They didn't say nothing about a dress code, and they're gonna lose. Anyway, we thank y'all so much for dealing with our shenanigans. We thank you so much, Chef Dennis Williams. You have a chair and you can come back and sit with us at any time.
If you can shagan once, you can shagan again.
Hold on, hit the button. Hit the button. No, hit the button. No, damn that, hit the button. Thank you. Okay.
That was really good.
No, it wasn't, Jenny.
He gonna tell you to hit the button and then. But you guys, D Jones has an erotic tongue event going on.
Don't ever do that again.
What's an erotic tongue?
At Pandora's Box on Saturday, January 31st. The tickets are $20 and they will be at Pandora's Box in Hamtramck. Remember, there's a lingerie lingerie contest. There'll be poets and comedians there, and it's supposed to be an amazing way to get started with the season of love. So don't forget that's going down on Saturday. Anything you want?
What? Bring that back up. What the?
I'll send you the flyer.
That's butter.
That's butter. Does butter go on crepes?
No parquet, no margarine.
Damn. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Sorry, Micah. No, sorry, Mika. Can't wait to try the crepes. I really want to go there now.
I like savory crepes, not sweet crepes.
I like sweet crepes.
I like hollandaise sauce and salmon.
I like whipped cream, strawberries.
Just shake what your mama gave you. Just bring your ass.
All right. Whoa. Paul. Listen.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Shannon, stop.
Somebody said they may have to be gay for a night. That sound like me. Was that me? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we know we could do part-time gay shit. So, okay, y'all, we got to go. I love y'all. I'll see y'all next Tuesday.
Peace.
Salud.
Rise and grind. Morning show at 9:15 a.m. Monday through Friday. Great conversation, guest appearances. 'Cause